Well, Ooga, fucking Ooga, cunt. Home to the country. I should have said that while eating. Okay, so we have. Stop laughing at me.
I choked on a dick, like guys. I'm sorry.
Stop it.
What happens when you take a bite during a sounding video? In case I wasn't sure.
Yeah, sometimes you do that. So here we have our classic cunts here. We have Schmeckel, we have Lil Miss Anonymous, and we have Wrath of Controversy and myself. So some of the founding fathers of the country.
Let's go see the originals.
I know, right? What the fuck? This never happens. And we also have our special guest here, Kevin Logan.
Hello.
Hey, the guy with the name. What do people call you nowadays, Mr. Potato Head?
Nowadays, that's like 2 years old.
That's true.
I think that joke's older than my channel, to be honest.
It is.
Could be. Yeah, Sargon's the one who coined you that, didn't he?
Yeah, that was fucking ages ago, man. Yeah.
God, what a cunt.
Speaking of Sargon, Kevin, you were on a certain infamous debate recently, weren't you?
Yeah, with some people. Yeah, it was fun. I got to talk to Richard Spencer. Unfortunately, he wasn't within punching range, which was a shame. But it was a lot of fun actually. It was #1 trending in the fucking world, which was a little bit odd.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have been saying good things about you in terms of the spine it took to jump on there.
Yeah, I have had a lot of props from people who would otherwise not be massive fans of mine. So that's been nice. But obviously the alt-right noticed me a little bit more, and they're very unpleasant people. But most of the reactions have been really good, actually. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, have you been seeing...
I'm not being more entertaining, Alex. Like 4 in the morning. So, yeah. I don't sound very enthusiastic about it, but I did enjoy it, I promise.
That's what she said.
And now Kevin Logan sounds just like every woman I've ever been with.
Yeah. She used to say that. She doesn't even bother lying anymore.
Just so very often you get a good "that's what she said" joke in there.
Yeah.
So it was like the perfect setup.
So that's the thing is they can be done, but you really have to know how to play your cards on those anymore.
All right, so tonight we've got a couple topics. You guys can pick which one we touch on first. There's Prince of Queen's new idea. He's trying to coin a phrase. I'm not sure how successful he's going to be. He has this whole idea, this whole concept of DJWs, doxing justice warriors.
What?
Yeah, that's that's about how the rest of us reacted.
Well, so they're basically trying to group people based on the tactics they use rather than what they even stand for.
Is this for people for or against doxing?
This is for the people, from what I understand, from how he explained it, the people who are so strongly against doxing that they get really, really angry when doxing occurs.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll gladly plant my flag in that camp if you want to throw that label at me. Give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it seems like Prince trying to, I guess, overstep his importance. He thinks this is going to catch on.
It sounds like free speech warriors.
Yeah, I was going to say, it really just sounds like a new version of Free Speech Warrior.
It does. It do.
I'd send the link out to him, but I know he's on Sinatra's 12-hour stream, which no one should watch at this exact moment because it's time for the cunt stream.
That's right. It is fucking time for the cunt stream.
See, my thing is I'm not pro doxing. I would put myself as anti-doxing. However, I don't like that's my political label is I'm anti-doxing because that's I don't know, the whole anti-label is it's if last year taught us anything, that just because you're against something doesn't mean that's really a good label for you, because that is not saying you stand for anything. That's saying I stand against Y thing, but I don't have an X thing to stand for.
I'm pretty sure, like, the vast majority of the internet, at least in the public sphere, is against doxing.
That too. I mean,
I
that's
would
like
say the people that aren't
like,
doing it for the most part.
It's like, hey, I'm an anti-murder warrior. Cool story, bro. 99% of humanity.
Pretty much.
It's one of those things. Everybody knows it's bad. The only people that are for it, or who will argue for it, are the ones that are doing it or want to do it.
Well,
actually, no. Even people caught doing it tend to not go full on defending doxing. They just run away.
Well, I mean,
they just make excuses, shit like that. Sinatra, I thought Sinatra was doing a fucking 12-hour stream. Why is he asking for a link?
Because he's gonna promote his shit and then mute everybody, and then leave.
All right, I'll let him whitey.
I'll let him whitey.
How about you, Kevin? What's your opinion on the whole doxing thing? I'm pretty sure it's the same as everyone else, but I think for clarity.
Yeah, that's basically what's been said. It seems very odd to me that you would apply a label to essentially basic decency.
Being against trying to harm somebody's real life, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. You might as well just call them like good, just basically decent people. I mean, it's as lame as that.
Well, I think like if you were to apply like a label or something, it'd be for arbitrary things like maybe an ideology or something like that. That makes a lot more sense than saying I'm against doxing or it's like saying like I'm against murder. Like that's just
against murder. I'm anti-murder.
That's just a given. I mean,
I'm undecided.
I'm an anti-murder warrior.
Yeah. That was my example. Is I'm an anti-murder warrior. I also happen to be an anti-totalitarianism warrior. So there's also that.
Can we just make up a shitload of labels for anti-dickheaded things to do and send them to him so he can promote them too? Because it's clearly super important.
He is the type of guy who clearly has the reach, the ability to get these terms out there, to gain them popularity.
Do you know what this reminded me of?
Who are we talking about? Who?
The Prince of Queens.
Who? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
He's a shitlord type YouTuber, gay guy from Seattle.
Can I bring Evan? Can I please bring Evan?
Please no.
Who?
Outside Dog.
Ed and Dro. I've been streaming with Ed for like 6 hours. Can I please bring him?
Outside Dog.
Dude,
oh yeah. Ed can come.
I'm bringing Ed.
Oh.
You bringing your butt buddy?
Yeah, dude, he's really trying to help me get to that 12-hour mark.
Is he?
Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
Have you guys ever talked before? Kevin, have you ever met Sinatra Says?
Yeah, we talked on here.
We've talked certainly on Twitter, and obviously that video that was made about the SJWs or whatever.
The cult of SJWs.
Yeah, that's a weird way of starting a conversation. Saying
we've talked.
You're a bunch of cult member cunts. So let's have a conversation.
You know, it's a little culty. You know it. It hits all the tenets of a cult. It hits all the tenets of a cult.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's not why I'm here. How we doing?
I was gonna say, it's like, I mean, here's the thing: the shitlord community, you could argue, is getting super culty super fast. So yeah, even if you could make an argument that social justice is culty, so is anti-social justice.
Yeah, and I said that multiple times. I said that everyone who was remotely involved with the crowd server hit the tenets of a cult completely. I just think that antis tend to be more open to other things than regulars, or
Regulars.
Regulars. We can't call them.
Do you eat a lot of fiber?
Well, it's like regulars. Is that what we call normies now? They're now regulars.
Just people. I think we've shifted too far. We just have to call them people.
Yeah, I was thinking at this point, I think we're the weird ones.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
You say that we're just going to call them humans at this point. We have the social justice crowd, shitlords, and then humans, because we're kind of departing from that label.
I'm just gonna put 12-hour stream spectacular.
Are you just trying to be streaming for 12 hours?
Yeah, there's no cap for quality content. I just played a fucking Gulf City cartoon for 15 minutes so I could go shower.
He's gonna go back and put like 400 ads in the fucking video too.
There's a super chat.
Yeah.
I don't know who's reading them today.
There we go. 5
Okay.
KS Wheels. Please stop confusing cult and clique. Cults are by definition predatory.
Yeah, I still
Exactly.
think the argument's there.
Not really. I was in a cult.
How is
not. I'm
Kevin
telling.
Logan
I'm
just
sorry
sitting
to
here.
ruin everything for you. No,
We're just talking about him like he's not here. Hey Kevin, how you doing?
fucking hate that guy.
Kevin, did you see
seriously.
Did you see my video? I just put up a little ranty video about the debate. Did you see it, Kevin?
I have not. No, I've been super busy with reacting to everything. It's been a bit hectic. So, but tell
I
me
gave
all
you some
about it.
ups. I gave you some props for showing up.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Because
And surely, if anything shows I'm not in a fucking cult. I mean, I just went and debated Richard Spencer. for fuck's sake.
Kevin's left the cult. Kevin's out of the cult, guys.
There is no cult, you daft bastard.
He's out of
That's
the
what the
ethno
point
state.
I fucking make it.
Okay, so there's like let's see.
Cliques are more
But
high
I'll check
school
it.
crap. Cults are a little more dangerous.
I'll check out your video now that you've said nice things about me.
I
So
just kind of
there's-
went ranty because a lot of people were like, well, how dare Andy host them, and then just wouldn't go on to like be the opposing view.
Well, that's
That just
one
annoyed-
issue I did have was that he and JF were supposed to be moderating, and Andy didn't really say anything, and JF was blatantly biased.
I
Not
think
from-
JF did get a little too involved.
Yeah, that was BS. But other than that, I don't really give a fuck. If Andy wants to, he can host whatever talk in whatever way he likes. Really, I mean, you still have to deal with the flack from that, but it's ultimately his channel. Yeah.
Didn't
Well, I think he knows that too.
didn't Andy also cue in there and say like JF, you gotta moderate, man? He's like, oh, screw this, I'm participating now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is
JF is
yeah, I think at some point
It's like the referee at a wrestling match. They go, fuck this, takes off the shirt and starts.
he took off the ref and put on the jersey at some point.
It's like the strangest thing you'll ever
Yeah,
see.
but I think Richard Spencer and Sargon both did a piss poor job.
Oh yeah, they were like two bitchy little schoolgirls, man. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, it was.
I
It
thought
was
they-
almost as bad as the Dave Rubin thing with Blair
guys,
White.
guys.
Guys. I loved Rucka's video about that. That was just like, I was like, oh, you nailed it. You nailed it.
It's just it's disappointing to see Sargon, probably not for Kevin, but it's
I'm sure
disappointing
Kevin
to
was
see
gleeful.
Sargon. I've always thought of him as, maybe a little on the what's the word? Is there a specific word for lacking common sense?
Autistic.
Naive.
retarded.
Yeah, any of those.
Autistic.
But he's always come across as knowing what he's talking about. But then he gets hit with define white, and that's where he loses it.
Well, I think
He's the worst at debates. The worst.
yeah, I think Sargon's just an awful debater. The videos he does are pretty good, but when you put him on the spot, he's like,
Well, to be fair, and I've made this point a couple times, Sargon's done debates with streams with other people before. This is one of the few times he's actually fucked up.
No, he's fucked up a
Well,
lot.
I think he
No.
fucked up
No,
in
no,
this,
no, 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 no. Like, okay. Do you remember when Sargon was on Dave Cullen's shit with Independent Man, and Sargon was trying to argue this like quasi-socialist thing where you had like a cap based on your lowest paid employee for the like owners of companies, and Independent Man basically on the spot told him, he's like, look, just running the general numbers, that's going to result in like a 5% increase in pay for the bottom people, for like a 70% decrease in pay for the top people, and that's not really very pro like free market at all. That's stupid.
well, I think Sargon got kind of destroyed in his debate with Chris.
Well, Sargon doesn't debate well. Sargon is a speech maker, not
he
not a
did
debater.
well in the debate with Thomas Smith.
That's
Well,
like
If you call that a
the guy that should be wearing a helmet when he goes outside. Yeah, he held his own against that guy.
Well, yeah, no, like
That's true.
he has trouble in the live situations to keep the shit poster at bay. So that's how I see it. Like, I guess he
Well, it
sort
was-
of won the Thomas the Elliott one because
It's not. Well, what I will say about the Thomas Smith debate is
Smith, yeah.
it's a lot easier to win a so-called debate when you have hundreds of people shouting your opponent down.
That's what I was
calling
going to
him names
say.
and stuff.
Yeah, you
That's
got a bunch
not
of
really
people
gives you a
encouraging
little bit
you.
of momentum.
But what he with in terms of this debate, he made himself look foolish because I mean, initially when they got sort of bitching at one another, and then they settled down to a conversation when Spencer was talking, and all of a sudden Sargon just went, "Oh, I zoned out. I wasn't even listening to what you said." Well, why are you involved in the conversation, you daft cunt? Then I mean, that's ridiculous. If you can't listen, then don't be there. Like, it's silly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely
He's
agree.
not good at debates. He's just not. Like I'm not good at live debates, which is why I decline when I get invited to fucking stream debate. It's not about being correct. It's about being convincing.
So
That's the thing I've been working on. Who's just fucking everything up? That's
well,
the
I
thing I've been
mean,
trying to work
there's
on.
like a 50% chance that Canada is the problem. There's a 50% chance.
It's a lot higher than that stuff.
Well, that's the thing I've been trying to work on. Is why I've been trying to host as many debates as I can, so I can become a better debater. When I had my debate with
Destiny.
no, ask yourself. I had to really go on the fly, and I don't think I did super well. But after then, I was like, I gotta try to get sharper at this. I think Destiny was a good tool too, because he was just able to walk in circles, like, and we never got off topic, and I didn't catch it till after the debate.
Yeah, that's a lesson.
I miss the
But-
video replies back and forth.
Why don't we have the replies button?
I miss
don't
those. It was a lot because you could put so much more time and effort into your response than just being good at debate.
$2 super chat from Lurker. YouTube, the halls of debate.
The halls of screaming at each other to see who's right.
Well, to be fair,
Wait a minute, are we
fun.
throwing shade at the Kumite now? Is that what's happening? I mean, I'm not against the premise.
Oh no, that's
but-
entertaining.
No,
That's not a debate channel.
Debate and blood sports are different things.
Yeah, that is not a
Yeah.
debate channel. That's like calling this a debate channel.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: is we don't necessarily show up as like, let's get two people together who we know don't like each other personally and have differing opinions and scream. That's the Kumite, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If people enjoy that, that's cool. I don't know. To me, it's not something I could watch every day.
No, God, there was like, what was that? 11 hours of it. 11 fucking hours
Yeah, and
of it.
Destiny was 7 hours of it.
There's another super
Dude, I-
chat.
Yeah, $2 super chat from Big Fat Brian. Kevin, what kind of potato are you?
He wants to know specifically whether or not you're a russet.
I never heard of that one. Is that a Canadian potato by any chance?
It's North American. I don't think it's Canadian.
It's brown.
like
It's brown
like
on
an
the
Idaho
outside and white on the inside.
Kevin's like, I tell you what, I'm not a fucking
Kind of like
Canadian.
a potato.
Well, I
No,
live in Utah. We're right next to Idaho.
brown on the outside, white on the inside, like Barack Obama. Hey, satire.
Dude, I like when Kevin Logan comes on the Cunt Stream. Last time he was here, I think he called stuttering soliloquy a hoe or something. It's fun. I like unhinged.
You told me to shut up.
Yeah, it's great. It's fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Well, because I don't come on here to have like a serious discussion. No offense.
You come on here to be mean to women.
Well, I
You
mean,
bottle it all up, and then you come here and you be a dick to girls.
So you gotta show up and be mean to the women. I mean, that's what we all do on this show.
But to be fair, I turn up here to be. I'm an equal opportunities prick. Like, men or women, I will treat them like trash. That's fine.
It's true, and it's just the fact that our audience is sexist and doesn't care when they're mean to the men.
Yeah.
Talking to all y'all in the chat.
Are you trying to suggest people white knighted for me because they fucking didn't?
Last time I was here, one of the moderators, not even one of the people, one of the fucking moderators accused me of sucking various different colours of cock. So I mean, I'm really not here for like intellectual debate or anything, you know.
Are you an equal opportunity blowjob giver?
How the fuck would that work? That's
some ladies have dicks.
okay.
Yeah, some ladies have
penises.
There's feminine penises.
Well,
And yourself, woman.
Are there manly? Oh wait, we've answered this. There are manly vaginas.
I've seen some pretty manly vaginas in my time.
Not
there are vaginas that live.
I've seen some pussies more slicker than I am.
Dude, Buck Angel has a manly pussy.
Does it look angry?
Do you guys know who that is?
Buck Angel. He's that huge motherfucker that he used to be a sheep.
Oh, no, he's not huge. He's not huge.
It's the most
He's
convincing female to male I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's the most convincing I've ever seen. I think Bailey J might be the most convincing male to female I've ever seen.
Who the fuck's Bailey J?
Oh, go look up Bailey J. It's a hot chick with a giant fat cock.
I should probably.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not Tristan Blaze, so no thanks.
Look, I have to point out that there's been an accusation been made in the chat. Hey, Kevin, is it true that you mentally raped the butt of Trippy Poop?
What?
How dare you?
That was a tough
you shouldn't
sentence.
take anything someone named Trippy Poops does serious.
It's similar. No. Don't read comments from the children.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know who that is.
They'll start believing they're people, and we're trying to suppress that belief.
So, as for the fucking topics, we got Kevin here, we got Sinatra here. The two of them have definitely had some back and forths. And one of the topics happens to be discussing things with your ideological opponents. Is that something that you think is a good thing to do, or should we avoid it?
Depends how much you want your blood pressure to go up.
I think it's an overall good thing. Like, how can you argue against something you don't know about? Well, how can you formulate anything if you have no idea what the person who ideologically disagrees with you has to say?
Well,
at a certain point, you're just yelling into the void.
I mean, I agree with you on the general point, but that's a really poor way of explaining that, because you don't necessarily have to engage in a conversation with the person to understand them. Like, you can listen to what they have to say without actually engaging with them specifically. If all you want to do is understand them.
I think if you engage with them, it gives you a much more clear picture of what they're saying than just listening to them.
Yeah, I quite agree, but you don't have to necessarily. Is my point.
Yeah, I mean, you
don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but you can understand their arguments without having a direct discussion with them.
Well,
No,
I
you
think
can.
I think
Absolutely.
you can. I think it's a lot easier to understand and communicate where you disagree and try to figure out if or where there's an equilibrium that can be reached. And I think, Kevin knows this firsthand. I watched a good part of that stream where you were on with Andy and all of them. Let's say I caught about an hour and a half of it or so.
It's kind of where Sargon fucked up, isn't it? Because he had the impression. I think it seemed to me like he was coming from the impression that there's all of these specific genetic requirements, right? For the ethno state.
Well, I don't know, Ed. Why don't you tell us about your ethno state?
Oh God.
I don't know.
Ask me about my ethno states.
I figure we'll hash out all the details after we get rid of all the brown people.
Do we get to keep Bunty?
Can we
No,
keep Bunty?
not at all. Too brown.
No. Can we keep Kevin?
I don't
Come
know.
on, Bunty's white on the inside.
He really is.
I don't.
We'll have to take that up with.
He's like,
As much as they might despise me, the white nationalists, if I'm not allowed in their white national fucking ethno state, then no one is. I'm almost.
He's gonna be really offended.
I'm fucking.
There are pieces of paper that are less white than that.
So Kevin, what do you think? Do you think it's not a good thing to discuss with your ideological opponents, or do you think it's a good
Oh
thing?
no, I think it is. I think in general it is. Yeah, I prefer not to have to talk to people like the alt-right, but I've come to the realization or the conclusion that it's worthless trying to ignore them and pretend like they're not there because they are.
So with something like Andy's stream, a lot of people have been complaining about the platform he apparently gave these people. Do you think he's guilty there?
Well, I mean, I'm torn on the issue of no platform. I generally don't like giving these people a platform, and I think that can be seen in the fact that the Daily Stormer, as it now is, it's obviously popped back up again, has come out and endorsed Andy as the next big thing.
Christ, I wasn't aware of that.
At that point, you do have to question the rationale involved, frankly.
Well,
Yeah, I can kind of see that, but the Daily Stormer does a lot of they endorse things just to piss off the places they're endorsing because they know how most people see them. Remember when they were the Wall Street Journal's biggest supporting site after the PewDiePie shit, just because they wanted to piss off the Wall Street Journal?
what are some of the prerequisites for someone to be considered all right in your head?
Well, you have to support, well, at the very least, racial segregation on some general level, or an ethno state in totality, I suppose.
Well, I don't know how strong the racial segregation thing is, because there are people on the left who support that. But the ethno state, I could see that being the entry point into all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just say I would say that the belief that an ethno state is the best solution, I think, is kind of the most
best
common.
solution. Yes.
Yeah, I'd say that's the common thread that I see with what I would call white nationalists, is that they believe an ethno state is how to solve all the problems.
I'd put it at race realism in general.
Yeah, that's the.
Are you serious?
The genetic
difference-
superiority of.
Okay, so this is where we're going to diverge, because understanding that there are differences amongst the races doesn't. You're adding morality.
Okay. Let me just say race realism in terms of political advocacy.
Okay, so then, okay, all right.
That seems to be the line drawn for the alt-right.
Well, there was quite a touching moment. I was discussing in private with Andy one or two things, and he was going about the race realism. I'm not sure he is a race realist totally, partly because I don't think he quite understands. I don't want to be rude, but I don't think he quite understands it.
No, I've talked to him extensively about this. I don't think he just understands at all.
But he said that even if there are differences, like say for instance, if black people were genetically less intelligent or whatever, that he wouldn't treat anybody any differently regardless, which I thought was quite sweet. I mean, it's still disgusting in a way, but it's quite a sweet take on on the issue. He's clearly not in favour of like doing people down, even if there were differences, which is quite touching in a way.
In the video I did back, and I think it was July, right after the Rage After Storm stuff did, there was like a 5-minute part at the end of the video where I was like, we can acknowledge that these things are true. We can acknowledge that there is a difference among the races and many different things, and IQ is one of them. But that just because of a person's membership to a racial group doesn't mean you should treat them any differently than you would anybody else. The differences inside of groups will always be greater than the differences between groups.
IQ is a terrible way of judging intelligence, actually, which I know sounds odd because it's got the word intelligence in it, but
it's what it is a super outdated method, in my opinion.
IQ is the single greatest predictor of success that you have.
Well, no, but having rich parents is actually
there's plenty of rich people who drive themselves into the dirt and don't do anything with their lives. I maybe it's how you measure success, but I think you're.
I'm just saying but there's plenty of low IQ people who are very successful. It's called the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball. There are lots of millionaires that are dumb as rocks.
Can we just take all racists from every fucking color of the rainbow, put them on an island, and let them fight to the death?
I say they each pick an avatar, and Last Man Standing keeps the admittedly tiny island that we give them, and it's like, okay, you can have all of your racist friends, and you know what? Cool, go for it. And that's also
quite ironic because most ethno-nationalists who have ever existed have argued in favour of such a thing at the beginning.
No, they want an island with their own race on it. I want all races of all colors.
No, you slightly misunderstand me. When they go through every nationalist movement goes through a phase of we want to do this peacefully at the start, and so they'll say, okay, well we'll give them this bit of land and they can all fuck off there.
Someone in my chat brings up a good point. You don't need. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Yes, so go on. No, go on.
Not too long ago, just a few generations ago, a couple standard deviations in IQ didn't really mean much when you were plowing a field. Now that most of our commerce and industry is based off of technology, those standard deviations could mean a lot. So I think that's when you're leading in visual, spatial, or reasoning, or memory retention, those having that edge could mean a lot in our modern day. So IQ is a relevant thing.
I'm not saying it's to entirely dismiss it, but there are more factors that weigh into success than just IQ. That's simply one that's, I guess, more easily quantified than some of the other factors.
Also, you've got to take into account access to education in many cases as well.
Exactly.
That's what
when people go on about sub-Saharan Africa, I mean, if you've got no fucking school within 100 miles of where you live, your intelligence quotient is probably not going to be fucking spectacular.
I think
it's not a fair judge. You're not judging apples with apples, frankly.
Right.
I think I in my video, I think I said that the environmental versus genetic thing was 70-30 environmental. I think I've walked that back a little bit after I learned the heritability of IQ. But it still doesn't change the fact that a majority of it has to do with your environment.
Because the circumstances that you spend your formative years in has more to do with IQ than anything. Is if I'm understanding what you're saying there, Sinatra.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
The circumstances of your formative years. So say about age 4 to about 18, 19, I think has more to do with your IQ than your race ever will.
Oh, definitely. You can't assume someone's intelligence just based on their membership to a racial group. That would be ridiculous. If you have a job interview and you see Colin Powell walk into the job interview and you immediately judge him based on his membership to the black race, you're fucking up, and you're fucking up hard. Because Kid Rock could just as easily walk into that interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I would say to Colin Powell, well, I'm still not hiring you because you're a fucking lying piece of shit. Go fucking war criminal bastard. get out of my fucking
But he's
office.
not an idiot.
well, and I would say, so kid, we're not looking for your job set, but ba to ba to fuck off.
With the bother.
I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys.
I mean, I'm just saying, would you hire someone like that? Because I sure wouldn't, and I wouldn't vote for him for senator.
Are you kidding? With the fucking circus the country's already becoming, I hope he gets it. One day I want to see fucking President Rock. I don't care if the fucking president.
Okay, so please tell me that he's just gonna rewrite the lyrics to one of his popular songs to the oath when they swear in, and he's gonna sing swearing in, because that would actually be kind of worth it to watch, assuming we can impeach him like 30 seconds after the fact.
Well, this is the thing. Would that be any more disgraceful than what's currently happening in relay?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, I kind of see your point there, Kevin, but it would, in my opinion, actually be worse. Yes.
At least Donald Trump was a businessman before this. At the very least.
See, at the very least, the man has run a business, maybe a few into the ground, but he's run businesses before. I'm pretty sure that.
What is Kid Rock famous for again?
Kid Rock is famous for making up lyrics and running street corners. That's what he's actually done with his life. So,
well, no. To be fair to Mr. Rock, or whatever his fucking name is, he didn't need a small loan of $1 million from his dad in the fucking late '60s, which would be worth tens of millions of dollars or whatever now.
Yeah,
his family wasn't exactly poor either.
No, that's not saying he came from the rough streets.
Oof, you are roboting really bad.
I'm sorry. Is that any better?
No.
No, you might need to F5 there, Kev.
That was hilarious.
Fuck the world.
Well, I mean, I've been saying that's
years. That's Kevin's official stance on the ethno state.
Kevin and I agree on one thing: fuck the world. I'll take it.
Really though, like racism is just stupid. It's such a useless fucking thing.
Well, I mean, I think that the majority of forms of bigotry say orders of magnitude more about the harbors of those beliefs than the people that they have that bigotry towards. Be it racism, sexism, TERFs, whatever. Take your pick.
People often equate somebody's race with culture too. It generally isn't interchangeable. It has a lot more to do with the country you are born in than it does to do with the color of your skin.
Oh, and I know people who claim Rastafarian culture have never been to any of the islands in the Caribbean. I'm like, so I think culture. I think what the thing with culture is it really comes down to how the individual interprets that culture and how it affects the conduct of their life.
Well, at one point I meant to raise, but it's one of those things where you realise after you've had a conversation and like an hour later you think, oh, I wish I'd said this thing. When Richard Spencer was asked about whether white Muslims would be allowed in the ethno state, and he said
absolutely not.
Yeah, and I wish I brought up like an exact hypothetical of, say, me, like the whitest guy in the history of mankind. What about if I converted to Islam? And I mean, that doesn't change my biology or my race in any way whatsoever. So, on what basis do you deny me my right to the ethno state?
So it's an ethno state and a theocracy.
Well, exactly. That's
monarchy.
My point here.
It's a monarchy as well.
And also, how would you weed me out?
Oh Lord.
Also, how would you weed me out if I didn't reveal myself to have converted to Islam? How would you know and stop me?
Well,
from
I mean, you'd
infiltrating?
start washing your feet in toilets, so they'd have a good idea.
Well, no, that's not absolutely necessary in Islam.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure the streets would be constantly.
Oh, come on! The joke was funny. Nobody laughed. Oh.
Women and their jokes. I'm sure
you can't You can't impose on other people what was funny and what wasn't. Your joke died.
can.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
I can.
But
I have a vagina. I make the rules.
I'm sure there'd be foot soldiers on the street to try to weed out the secret Muslims, though. Right? Like there's going to be some sort of.
Well, I've been accused. I've been accused of being both a secret Muslim and a secret Jew. So I mean, that's an interesting theological background I've got going.
You would literally have to kill yourself.
Secretly, though.
Well,
Secretly.
well, that's the thing. When the race war starts, who do I fight with and against? Do I just end up shooting myself? I mean, what the fuck?
No. See, the thing is you sit literally at the middle of the battle lines and you hold weapons in opposite directions and just wait for a stray bullet to catch you because no one can in whole heart shoot you because you're half on their side.
That's not
Well, that's
true.
the thing. Just wait to see which side wins. You just go with them and just be like, yeah, I'm totally with you guys. Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah. You're a mercenary in that argument. Basically, you're just whoever pays you better or has the better shot at winning.
Don't pick
Fair
wrong.
enough. It's all about survival.
Jesus Christ, as interesting a topic as that is.
What were you guys talking about? I went and smoked a cigarette.
We were still on. Somehow we got Muslims.
Well, we were picking apart the ethno-state concept because Kevin brought up what about a white Muslim, and they had just straight up said no.
Yeah,
in the catapult, it goes in the catapult.
In my ethno-state catapult.
The ethnopult just
ethnopult. There you go.
Ethnopult. That's better than
I can't believe we didn't even think of that. How the fuck did we think of that?
What did we have? We called it a shovel.
We have a shatapult to get rid of all the black corpses.
A catapult. That's what it was.
Okay, we also have a super chat. So the Crimson Satyr for 10 Canadian, so about 2 American. Why are people so dumb about this? Ethnicity doesn't equal race. Are Kurds a race or ethnicity based on the concept of Kurdistan? There can be an ethno-state based around a theocracy. Okay, but that's a theostate. That's a theostate, not an ethno-state, though.
It's a theocracy.
Oh, here I got.
So it's a theocratic. So the theocratic ethno-state. Go ahead, Sinatra.
$5 from Mr. Richard Lopich. Does anyone in the stream think Jews are their own race, or are Jews considered white? I think Jews are their own.
Jew is a religion.
I thought hereditary Jews were their own race.
It's a religion.
This is the fundamental problem, right?
Yes, this is the
problem. White isn't one thing.
We just have to convince them not to be Jews.
If you're a Pole or a Celt or Italian or whatever you happen to be, those can be individual racial groupings, but they're all white.
They're really just going by visuals.
It's a false dichotomy to say, are they Jews or are they white? They can be both.
Yeah, I think Ashkenazi is considered its own race.
I mean, I could go and be Jewish.
You go and do it then.
I think
I'd rather not, but
you already went through all the other fucking religions. Now
I did enough. I did no more.
I think Kevin's right on that one. I have
well, I'm clipping that fucking soundboy.
I have just a thought experiment. If someone moves, like if I move to, I'm white, by the way. I'm Italian. If someone moves,
no, Italians aren't white.
If I moved to Japan, I would be a legal Japanese citizen, correct?
Yeah, if you went through the proper paperwork process, sure, yeah.
Well, assuming I did all the correct things.
But I wouldn't be Japanese.
But I wouldn't be Japanese, right? I think that's the one of the other issues is they're confusing national identity with ethnic identity.
The way it was said on that stream, it makes it seem to me that they're going straight up, what color is your skin, and that's it. That's how we're identifying your race.
Yeah, they didn't think that through very well.
This topic sucks.
I need a drink.
In which case, how could you stop the white Muslims?
Well, see, that's why there's some added shit to this. You can't be a Muslim.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not necessarily a theocracy if you're not centered around one religion, but if you're kicking one religion out, it's still not a theocracy, right? Like
hearing this reminds me of that scene from Family Guy where Peter's trying to cross the border, and the guard has this little thing, this little cheat sheet of skin colors, and which one says terrorist and which one says safe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. His little color palette thing.
I'm like, that thing was so accurate.
Also, who the fuck? Like they're going to set this thing up. Let's say they set it up. Everyone's going to leave because it's going to be shit. It's going to be such a shit place. Everyone's going to, oh, fuck this.
A lot of people
Yeah,
here are just going to be like, "What? You're getting rid of all the Puerto Rican booty? I'm not fucking
Exactly.
here."
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like can we have mixed race chicks still? Is that a thing, or is that just
No.
like is that
Oh,
are
no,
they
that's
off the
a-
island
that's-
too?
That's an
And-
egregious crime. God.
Dude, they're always like they're always attributing the alt-right to like old Republican men, which is false. It's got to be false. There are a lot of veterans down here. They're hooking up with Asians all the time. They're coming back with fucking chicks from the Philippines and whatever.
Well, that's what's
Because
so strange.
that's
These
how
people
they did it back in their day.
arguing for an ethno state, and yet they've all got fucking anime pillows and stuff. It's so weird.
Well,
You
that's
fucking-
because the anime chicks are usually drawn to look white. So
It's
okay.
pretty white looking, yeah.
Yeah,
You know, that's actually something we've never explored. Samaj, how many of those do you own?
None.
really?
Lies.
You fucking liar.
Okay, we need to
First-
crowdfund you one because that's
As
just a
as we're
crime.
talking about this,
No. We are not going down that road of crowdfunding sex pillows because next thing you know, someone's going to bring in a bird from their driveway, and we're not going down that road.
Would have hit this bird with a hammer.
Hey, Schmeckle.
as we're talking about
Yeah.
this, a Dankula. Never mind.
no, say it.
It's
Dankula
too
what?
far gone now.
Oh. Okay. If it's Dankula related, I was going to ask Schmeckle, the site you use to make those pillows, are you allowed to put on any kind of image? Or do they have limits?
I believe so.
So I could feasibly, or we
Do
can commission Max Bear to make Cunstream genital pillows or something.
Do it.
We could, yes.
Well, whilst we're talking about weird sex stuff, you should all check out the thumbnail I put up for my most recent video. It's rather good, actually.
Is it one of mine? I swear to God, if it's one of mine
No,
again, I'll be so pissed off
It's
at
an
you.
appalling piece of Photoshop that I did really crudely in like 1 minute or something, and it made me laugh. So I thought I'd put that up. I should probably get.
Oh,
Can I,
Yeah, that's Photoshop, really?
honest,
I never
that's
know.
not a real photo. I promise you. That's.
Women, I was convinced that was real.
That's
I was-
fucking undetectable. You're a fucking
Yeah,
genius.
That's
yeah,
artistic.
absolutely.
It's artistic.
Well, you're almost correct. Yes.
Well, I mean, using ours are hard for some people, so you know.
Yeah, we have the cynics in the chat, and he says Kevin was bad on Andy's live stream.
You were bad, Kevin.
Oh no! Some
It
random,
sounds like he's offering you a spanking.
some random fucking prick on the internet thought I was bad. Oh no! I'll have to slit my fucking wrists. I don't.
You heard it here first.
They say, hey, some of these people are my viewers, and they said I said a bad thing earlier, so no, let's have a wrist slitting party. Let's
Okay,
play the
like,
emo violin. Just
That wouldn't be bad.
And again, I don't want to be too offensive here, but these people are listening to the Cun stream. Like I give a fuck about their opinion, really. Jesus.
well, I mean, I put them in their place last week. I told them I don't care about a lot of their opinions, and I'm the host here.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like a fucking I don't know a music critic who likes Nickelback. Well, I'm not listening to you then. You're a twat. Simple.
Yeah,
Why did
yeah,
you have to go with Nickelback? It's so fucking easy to go after Nickelback, dude. Slow down. Jesus.
Everyone
because-
goes after
Okay,
Nickelback.
okay.
Oh, shit.
You tell me
They
you don't
died
like
in a
look
fire.
at this
Be better.
photograph. You don't like
Okay.
that. You what an asshole. Okay,
Look,
SJW is covered.
I can't
No
believe I'm
one
gonna say
likes Photograph. I think even Chad Kroger regrets that song existing.
this. I'm going to regret saying this, but hey, lay off Nickelback. They're a Canadian treasure.
well,
That's like
that's
Justin
Schmeckle,
Bieber.
if I were you, I
that-
would calm down.
Yeah,
that's a
exactly.
scathing indictment of your country.
You're not Schmeckle.
Yeah.
You're Samaj.
Right
Fuck.
up
The
there
fact
with
that you gave us, the fact that
Celine.
you gave us in one generation, you gave us Nickelback and Justin Bieber means we should fucking nuke you back to the Stone Age.
Look, that's another thing me and Kevin agree on. Nuke Canada.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like, can we just we're gonna let you guys borrow Trump for about a month and let North Korea get confused and nuke you guys instead, okay?
Can I live? Can I come out first?
You can come to America on like We'll do it like split custody. You'll have visitation rights to America, but
I'll go
You'll have to
back.
go back to your Canadian fallout shelter.
I'll go back after like the death
Yeah, but
happens.
you're gonna have. Imagine that you're gonna have radioactive fucking super moose. After the whole,
That's
like,
awesome.
it'd be
I would
amazing.
tame them.
And here's the worst thing: there will still be some Canadians that will try to fuck them.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that is a national pastime. I'm not that you tried it.
It makes the meat taste better.
Hero can save us.
Gotta tenderize it somehow.
Understand here. That's a song. That's a little known song called "Hero" from a movie you might have heard of called Spider-Man. Fucking
Yeah.
Called Which
It
Spider-Man? There's so many of
one
them
of
now.
the
The fact that-
Spider-Man.
The fact that Nickelback did a song for that movie gave Spider-Man AIDS. That literally happened.
That's what happened.
That's
With
so
yeah, that's how it devolved into Spider-Man 3. That's the reason.
Jesus Christ.
Dead air. That's good.
Hey, so we're now on the level of college radio then.
Glad I could come. Glad I could come in.
Anon. We got you here. We got Samaj here. We got the other guy, stupid dipshit.
Could you be more specific? Okay, there we are.
I want to see if Samaj and Sinatra agree with you or me on how you play a fucking video game.
Okay.
So Anon's had Breath of the Wild since fucking Christmas, and she's still not done.
I'm not going to
Because
be
she
done
wants to go-
forever.
Exactly. Explain your stance.
What, on Breath of the Wild and not finishing it?
No,
Well-
I'm busy. I'm doing
Look-
other stuff.
Look, I can fully understand
What
that.
the fuck do you have to do, missing on? You're fucking. You don't do nothing.
No, I'm talking about in-game, asshole. Obviously, I don't have a life. I'm not trying to pretend I do.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, you probably have like a job, bills to pay.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got a job and a fiance, but you know, other than that, it's video games, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean that dick ain't gonna suck itself. So I mean, I
I can do
understand.
both.
Yeah, she can do both. She's very good at games.
Hell yeah.
But her
I can do
fucking
both
beach
well at
skills
the
are
same
lacking.
time. So
Oh, you're definitely a keeper.
Don't lie to her like that.
no, I yeah, fuck you. I like to I'm an adventurer. Okay, I don't like to rush to the end. I want to look at
Are we,
everything.
are we still talking about blowjobs now, or? have we
I mean, we could be.
Kevin, I got a serious question for you, dude.
moved? Okay.
When was the last time you got a blowjob?
Why don't you ask your mom?
I set myself up for that one. All right.
That deserves dead air, and I'm upset now.
Okay,
Because I
so,
think-
we have a super
I
chat
bet
that
you-
is full of lies. Slavic women are hotter than Puerto Rican women. Not all. Not all.
No,
No. There are some portly Slavic women and some pretty fine Puerto Rican women. By the way, you forgot the most important of the Latin variations, and that's Argentinian women. Oh dear God, yes.
I bet you, Kevin got a blowjob more recently than Wrath did.
Probably.
He's definitely had one more recently than Samaj has.
Yeah,
Wait. Samaj says he hasn't had sex in 10 years. That doesn't mean he hasn't, got something else. When was your last blowjob, Samaj?
Do dengue eggs count?
No.
No, it has to have a pulse.
Yeah, a pulse is
It has to
required.
have a pulse and not a tail. No
Someone
tail.
in my chat said that it sounds like Kevin plays Call of Duty.
You play Call of Duty, Kev?
Yeah.
No. Is that a reference to something else though? I don't.
No,
if you
I
play
think
Call of
it-
Duty, you just run into a bunch of kids who fucked your mom.
Oh, right. Oh, well, no, that's the joke I was doing, obviously, because I didn't want to answer the question
Yeah.
seriously because it's ridiculous. So I just thought, well, I'll do a joke about his mum sucking me in because
Everything
that's
here is ridiculous.
That is kind of the premise of the show. Is we're so ridiculous that people who like if you get offended by our show, it's just okay. Well, you got offended by us being ridiculous, so that's kind of a you thing.
This is why we all know how long it's been since Samaj got laid.
That's
Yeah.
mad. 10 years. What the fuck,
No,
man?
it hasn't been 10 years. About maybe 8. I lost track a bit, but
You
Okay.
lie!
it has not been 10
It
years.
could be 10.
Dude,
It could-
even Kevin feels sorry for you.
You said it was 8 like 2 years ago.
I mean, this is a guy. This is a guy whose like banner picture is him holding a massive ginger cat.
I
Ladies
think
love
Kevin's
that.
a dick slinger. I think Kevin's a dick slinger, to be honest.
I don't know what that means.
I don't
What?
either.
You've never heard that phrase? He just walks around and chicks just drop their drawers for him.
Well, I mean, thank you. That's very kind.
I mean, I feel like Kevin probably gets his.
That's very kind. That's very rape culture. That's what that is.
Oh, stop.
Fucking piece of shit.
no, he didn't suggest. He didn't suggest rape at all. He suggested they were taking their knickers off, which would suggest they're consenting. No,
Oh, they're
Yeah.
not consenting. They're asking for you to consent.
They say they're requesting consent.
There you go. It's a request.
Oh well, okay. Well, yes, then I suppose. I don't know.
I say, I can imagine Kevin just walks down the street and some chick just drops her panties. Is like, do you mind fucking me?
Yeah, they're very polite here in Britain. Would you awfully mind if you fucked me, silly? Yeah, okay.
Chaos in the chat would like to know how long has it been since Kevin gave a blowjob?
I don't know. Why don't you ask your dad? Whoa!
Didn't you block Bunty on Twitter for saying you gave bad blowjobs?
Well, that's kind of a fucked
Me?
up thing to say. That's a mean thing to say.
That is a mean thing to say. Like that's a very charitable and kind act. You shouldn't just slam people for trying. Like they tried. That's important.
You just gave all
I don't even
Canadians
know
a
how
really
you-
bad name. That was very impolite.
He's not going to learn to be better if he keeps getting slammed like that and encouraged not to do it at all.
Yeah, you have to give instructions on how to give a good
How-
blowjob.
Look, how do you suck a dick badly? I don't even
Oh,
know how
you-
you would do
oh,
that. It's
you-
I don't know.
They're-
Ask
they're
my
okay,
girlfriend.
Okay, Kev,
Hey,
ask my
Christian, how do you
ass.
suck a dick badly? Piece of
Dude, she's gonna come in there and
It's
punch you in
really-
the
I mean-
face.
You know what? Do you know what this means? Kevin's never had a bad blowjob.
basically,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't-
I mean, I don't.
Well, I mean,
Or
when
that
he's
means he's
getting,
never gotten a good. Or that means he's never gotten a good blowjob.
ooh.
I suppose it could go either way. No, you'd know if it was bad.
I don't-
Yeah, you
Wait,
know.
Yeah,
wait,
exactly.
okay.
You
When
know.
you're 16 and you're in the back of the school theater, you don't know that it's bad. You're just
One
excited
word.
someone's touching it.
One word, Kevin. Teeth.
Hey, don't knock it.
Well, don't use teeth. It's not fucking. It's not made of metal or something. It's flesh. Why would you bite it? Stop.
Nobody said
Why
biting.
would you bite metal?
Well, no.
Yeah, I don't
No,
understand.
I'm suggesting you couldn't. My point was you're going to do damage to it.
Everybody
If-
into
if you-
BDSM is
you
going,
do
shut up,
something
you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
The little teeth never hurt anyone badly.
I tapped into something I didn't want to.
I don't know who you're talking about. You get-
I'm just saying there should not be bleeding at the end of a blowjob.
No.
Not from your dick, anyway.
Exactly.
Well, I
Sorry.
mean, if her gums are bleeding, then get out of the trailer park and get yourself tested.
No, okay. I guess we'll go that way.
Yeah, if
Fine.
you,
Don't
if you
chew
give
on
it.
Yeah, don't chew it.
Kristen's in my chat saying "fuck."
She's in your chat. Oh, you're listening to the other thing. I forgot. We're doing this on two
I
platforms.
said "fuck you, Sinatra, you fucking cuck." I stuck up for you.
Oh, the Cynics has a very good point. Bad blowjob, braces, and pubic hair. Just saying.
Oh,
Oh,
Ow.
fuck.
Hey, why
That's a
are
fair
you
point.
I
not
didn't
trimming?
say you
That's a
gave
fair
bad
point.
blowjobs, Kristen.
It,
I thought
it
you were pretty
appears
good.
I've been rather lucky then that I've not gotten a brace situation. That's never occurred, thankfully.
Yeah.
you know,
Ed,
no,
Ed, did you hear what I just said?
What'd you just say?
I said I think Kristen gave good blowjobs.
Who?
I'm gonna block you on Twitter.
You're not friends anymore.
You're not cool.
She said nice.
I don't know why they're getting upset. That's a nice thing to say.
That is a nice thing to say. I don't know why you're so
I'm sure
upset.
Kristen gives great blowjobs as well.
I'm gonna take a shot there and guess Mr. Schmeckel probably does that, or he's just always drunk and can't tell.
That is entirely correct.
Which part? The always drunk and can't tell? Probably.
Both.
Mrs. Schmeckel seems like a nice lady.
She
Yeah.
does, which makes us all confused as to how she stays with Schmeckel.
Yeah.
He got her pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put a baby in her.
Yeah, but because you couldn't just milk the bleeding heart nature of the Canadian government and survive as a single mother.
True. That's a good point.
Kristen's thanking me for her appreciation, Ed.
Kristen, get off the phone. You're not allowed to be on social media.
you grounded. You grounded. You got stick.
Kristen, take all of Ed's money and super chat it to me right now.
She's gonna ask you, do you have the Cash App? She'll do it.
Like, why would you super chat Streamlabs that shit? Don't give Google 30% of Ed's $5.
The chat's getting very technical about blowjobs, and I'm completely distracted now.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've turned the chat into the Penthouse Forum. Is what's going on.
She
But-
said,
but-
"Is Kristen
Penthouse
drunk?" She
Forum,
just said,
though.
"Damn it, Ed."
Who have nothing to do on a
Yeah,
Saturday.
she is. She's a little drunk. She had a long day at work.
She said, "Damn it, Ed."
She's also just can't type for shit, so I don't know which it is.
Ed, don't look. Kristen, grab the fucking wallet. I'm just talking about my stream now. He can't hear us. Grab the fucking wallet
She
and
can't
get me that money.
She can't get to it right now.
Okay, so we got another super
Give him
chat.
a fucking
$5
blowjob
for
and take
Kevin
it.
Logan. Props for being the only SJW to stack up against Spencer. I will give props to Kevin, but I wouldn't phrase it that way because, in my personal opinion, it's not really stacking up so much as confronting the polar opposite, in my opinion.
Wait, what are yours?
The polar opposite. How am I in any way the polar opposite?
The polar opposite of the general stereotype of social justice, not you individually, but like the alt-right is kind of the polar opposite because they're just identitarians that don't like brown people versus identitarians that think that white people should step aside and let brown people talk.
Well, no, there's a difference between accepting that black people are underrepresented in many areas and wanting a fucking ethnic state.
Well, I mean,
big difference.
what I'm saying is that they're that you take both of their logical extremes and they're kind of just like mirror images of each other with propping up different groups, in my opinion.
Well, no, because I don't see that the SJWs are advocating something that will end up with cattle trucks of people being fucking driven into extermination camps.
You don't see how
I don't know. Communism might go that way.
Oh God.
Let's
Yeah,
have that,
maybe
let's have that conversation. I'm going to throw
name
that
me
out
the
there and
communists.
say nothing else about it and just go back.
Like, well, name me all these communists. Where
There's
are
a
they?
fucking shit disturber over there.
I don't know. There's so many blogs to go through at this point.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
It's not all of them either. So it's
Well, I'll be more worried when the president of America is spouting these blog bullshit rather than going, oh, well, there were some good Nazis as well.
well, we'll see what happens after we get rid of Trump and how far on the other side we go.
Well, I mean, America pendulum swings every 4 to 8 years. That's just how it is. That's how it's been like my whole lifetime.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 4 this time.
America,
My
I
money's on
find it
4.
difficult to say anything good about America. America's full of fucking idiots, so I don't really trust them to do anything right. I don't know if rude about
Well,
that,
you're
but
out
that's
of
like,
fucking ethno state.
And say, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Can we just America's already walling itself off from the rest of the world, so can we just dump all the racists there?
didn't we do that already? Hasn't that already happened? Or-
No, Canada's still got some. They're all hanging out in Alberta.
Shut up, you fucking asshole.
Oh, goddamn
It's a
Alberta.
great country.
Yeah, full of racists.
Full of
I
racists.
thought you elected like the super cock as prime minister or something, didn't you?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
No,
they
Justin
did.
Trudeau is super cuck.
There
But
is.
he didn't do that. He did that after he got elected. He won't win again.
You don't think he'd win again?
Fuck no.
I really
It
don't.
is popular.
I think he could win
very
again if he
I mean,
promised.
I think that Trudeau has less of a chance of getting reelected than Trump. Honestly.
Yeah, he's very unpopular with the.
He won on a platform of legalized pot, and then immediately went into feminism,
Yep.
the social justice across the board.
And that it was he blindsided us all with it, motherfucker.
Well,
Just like a woman.
So y'all just wanted to be able to get stoned legit, and then he's just like, oh, by the way, we're all feminists now. And you're just like,
And we're all like, oh,
You
you
guys, it's like
fucking asshole.
Justin, pass the pipe. You are way too high to be talking publicly.
He thought we'd all be too stoned to fucking notice that you.
That's what I'm saying. It's
You're
past the
really
pipe. You're
not.
way
You're
too
really
high
not.
to be talking publicly right
Wait,
now.
This reminds me of a conversation I had with somebody when he first got elected and fired half of his cabinet to have exactly 50% women.
Yep.
And
See, that's the argument against what's it called? Affirmative action.
well, I just wanted
It's
to
the same
know,
argument there.
I wanted to know like where all of these women came from. And somebody
When
called
I'm
me
looking at that,
sexist.
very
Wait. Somebody called me sexist because I wasn't asking about the men, but that's because I already knew where they came from. They were already there. They've been established politicians for a long period of time. And the article I was commenting on had to do with the fact that he just fired a whole bunch of men to make room for exactly 50% women. Most of which have actually quit now and been replaced by old white men, which is very funny.
At the rate we're going, do you think it'll ever come out that Justin Trudeau was inappropriately acting towards people?
I was wondering that too.
Yeah, I was say, I'm wondering
I
when we're gonna hear the Justin Weinstein stories.
Yeah, I wouldn't be overly surprised. We have a super chat, by the way.
We do. Can someone read that? I gotta go
Sure.
out for a second.
So the American Revolution, saving the Brits in World Wars 1 and 2. I say we did more than a few things right, Kevin. No, okay, granted, you're right.
That's the only thing.
Granted, you're right, but like those aren't really necessarily the greatest examples because most of the people who were part of those are dead, like in widespread majority.
Okay.
Most of those people are not alive.
The American Revolution was done by, for, and of rich men, but using poor people's blood. So,
That's
and
called
of course,
war.
to establish.
Well,
And of course,
that's been war since before
that's
your
right.
empire even existed.
That's
Well, no, but
always
my
been war.
My point is, you can't bring that up and say, "Oh, we did things right." The people who did that wrote the most fantastic sentence: "All men are created equal." They had thousands of black slaves. Let's not fucking lionize these people as great.
That's not what they meant. That's not what they meant by all men are created equal. They meant
black
it was a
people-
thing against a monarchy, not against slavery.
Yeah, that was a monarchy argument, not a slavery argument.
right. They wrote the sentence and they didn't mean it.
No, well,
No, they had very fucked up definitions of what people meant back then.
yeah,
Because they didn't like. It was only later that in common society of that time that black people were considered to be on the same level as white people. It was not a great time. Granted, it was terrible in that respect. But yeah.
So my point being, therefore, that if you're going to raise that as if, oh, we did things that were right or whatever, nothing's perfect. I'm sorry. And also, I wasn't having to go at America in the past when I said that anyway. I meant America today. And also with the Second World War, you joined 3 years late, having seen Europe ravaged, and you didn't give a fuck. You joined because you were attacked. So don't pretend like you did it for us.
Didn't you join because you were attacked?
okay, so
Didn't
second
Britain
off-
join because they were attacked as well?
yeah, no,
but we
Britain
were
stayed out of
defending
it for a while.
ourselves. We weren't doing it for anyone else.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But until they started bombing you guys, you didn't give a shit when they invaded Poland.
Yeah, we did. We specifically declared war when they invaded Poland. That was
Yeah,
the point.
Kevin's right.
Did they?
That's literally when we declared war.
Okay, and second off, stop saying that America won the Second World War, please. That's just not true.
No.
Russia won the Second World War.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Russia bore the lion's share of the action necessary to win the war and
Russia
casualties.
won. Russia had more people to fight than the Nazis had bullets. Okay, Russia won that shit.
Yeah, Russia won by attrition. Let's be honest. Russia won by attrition. And America took the credit because they showed up late in the war, and the war efforts were already starting to even out, if not actually turn
No,
against
Russia-
the Axis powers before America rolls in.
No,
They were
that's
starting
not
to
true
even
either.
counterbalance against them.
That's not true either. Russia
Okay.
didn't start their march from
the one
Moscow.
area I will give America some credit in terms of saving Britain would be not actually the fighting so much, although obviously that did do a lot, was the Lend-Lease agreement of basically funding Britain
Yeah, the
as
Lend Lease
essentially
did a lot.
isolated, and essentially giving us just ridiculous amounts of food and ammunition and stuff to actually protect ourselves because we were cut off from the rest of the world, basically.
Well,
So,
yeah.
and also, I wasn't attacking America in general. I was saying today the people of America are fucking stupid, and I don't think you can realistically argue, considering. And it's not just Trump, and it's not just the Republicans. Across the board, you've elected some of the most shallow, pathetic people into high office. You really have.
You know what? You're not wrong on that at all. I feel like with here's the biggest problem with the American political system, and it's just the fact that yes and no. I mean, it's the fact that the American people basically listen and believe to their preferred news network.
Yeah.
Like it's that you know, they don't even, like, the average American won't seriously consider any party for a major election that's not a Republican or a Democrat. They just don't consider them viable.
The lack of third party options is disturbing.
Well, they're not options because lack of media representation and lack of interest by the general populace. That's why they're not viable. They would be viable if you had enough people that actually promoted that stuff. Because we have, in the age of social media, we don't really have a valid excuse on why we don't have a viable third party in America. We really don't.
Well, I think the point you raise about people just listening to their preferred news network is played out brilliantly at the moment with the Fire and Fury book release thing. In that, it's the idea that Trump basically has entered us now into this post-truth world is essentially backfired on him now, because even if these stories are total bullshit, the people who want to believe them are going to believe them, and the people that don't won't.
Well, you can say
regardless
that
of whether
about
they're true or false.
You can say that about anything, though, to be honest. There's people who believe Tupac's alive. There's people who believe the Earth is flat. Just because an amount of people believe something doesn't necessarily make it true. Like Rad said earlier, there's an amount of people who believe that America won the Second World War. It's just not the
my point wasn't that. My point was that regardless of whether it is true or not, I'm not saying that people believing it is
that
true.
there are people that believe it regardless of its truth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We elected a
They're saying
troll.
the same thing using different words right now is what's happening.
Somebody just, we elected a troll. You elected a pig fucker.
To be fair, we didn't know he was a pig.
Oh my god!
No, he was a pig fucker at the time.
No, to be fair, we didn't know he was a pig when we elected him. We found out later. You knew Trump was fucking corrupt halfway, and you still elected him.
So all three of the countries represented on this stream were elected people under false pretenses. We elected Trump because we thought he was going to build a wall. That hasn't happened. You guys elected Trudeau because you thought that he was just going to legalize weed. And pig fucker.
Can I make a prediction real quick?
I'm gonna need.
It's not a great advertisement for the white ethno state, really. Is it?
When you say pig fucker, you mean it literally.
Yes, this is a major.
No, he when he was at university, and he's now the ex-prime minister, but the ex-prime minister David Cameron. When he was at university, as part of some ritual thing, he stuck his penis into a dead pig's mouth.
Oh my god! Okay, so
Jesus,
can I make a prediction real quick? If we don't get a wall by 2020, Trump won't get reelected.
Trump won't get reelected. Period.
No, he will if we get a wall.
And we're not getting a wall.
So if we don't,
is that Cards Against Humanity threw the final wrench in that plan?
I think it really just depends who he's running against.
Fucks with the catapults. Walls.
Yeah, we need
the catapults.
Ethnopults.
If it's fucking Hillary Clinton again, he'll win.
Well, yeah, I mean,
there's not going to be Hillary again. Hillary's not.
Here's the thing:
she wants to.
The DNC would be committing political suicide to put Hillary up again.
Yeah, but she wants it. She wants to. So
I don't care that she wants it.
Yeah, she wants it.
I want to be the supreme member of the universe. That shit ain't happening. Suck it up, bitch.
She's in a position to run, though.
Yeah, I do want to be supreme member of the universe because then I can just kill everyone I don't give a shit about.
So that's everybody. Thanks, Raph. Jesus.
I never said I'd be a good emperor. I just said I want it.
You just want to kill everybody except hot women.
There's even some hot women that I'm not terribly fond of.
just enough hot women for you that are tolerable, right?
You know, a few 100,000, something
Yeah,
like that.
one a day until I fucking die, basically.
Yeah.
A few 100,000. It's just, I smoke, drink, and regularly develop injuries that could have easily been avoided. I don't think I need 100,000 days worth of women. I want a few 100,000 so I have a choice every day.
Oh, I see how it is. Okay. This one looks interesting. Let's try this one.
Today I'm into midgets. Let's try that.
No. In my ethnoverse, there are no midgets.
Oh, so you're gonna kill all the midgets? You fucking
No. I won't kill all the midgets. They'll just they'll have to reenact Game of Thrones scenes for me.
Dude, Game of Thrones is such a good fucking show.
Yeah,
oh my god, it's so good.
And we still have to wait another fucking year for more of it.
Like I would be Space Joffrey is the joke here. I would be Space Joffrey.
Yeah, and you get killed by someone's fucking grandma.
I mean, assuming she lives long enough for that to happen, sure. But I wouldn't pussyfoot around killing my enemies like he did. I'd just be like, okay, I don't like you. Dead.
This conversation just went fucking super gay. So I mean,
what is all that shit in your background? What's in those boxes?
What's in those boxes? Heads in that one.
Wrath, do an unboxing right now. We want to see your set.
Nope.
He's got a lot of dildos. He doesn't want to share.
Yeah, exactly. There's lots of fucking transsexual porn or something in there, isn't there?
Yeah. I've got VHSs of all of it. Very, very classic.
So much
VHSs. What fucking Jesus Christ?
Why would they need to
be
in boxes? Why would they need to be in boxes? That's the point of the joke. Is you have transsexual porn back there. It's kind of like, yeah, I have a hard drive right here. Why would it be in the boxes, not connected to my computer? That's silly.
I know you've got a hard drive right now because you're thinking about transsexual.
You like chicks with dicks or dudes with vaginas? We need to know.
Yeah,
yes.
Which are you into?
Yes.
Oh, both. At the same time, or that could be interesting.
Sometimes at the same time. Sometimes it's,
a trans man fucking a trans woman would be very confusing for me.
Yeah, it's just you're telling me they both rolled up at the house. I'd already paid both of them. I was just kind of like, okay, well, it's gonna get weird in here. I'm not gonna do shit. I'm not even gonna watch. I just want both of you to be that uncomfortable.
It's amazing where conversations go on the
Think of it as like a weird art installation. They're just there in my living room. Two transsexual people.
There's gotta be porn like that. There has to be.
Does fucking Buck Angel make you gay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's an intact vagina.
But also fucking Blair White makes you gay.
Exactly. It's weird.
But still,
I think it's because Buck Angel has a
you went all the way through. There's always that.
I'd say it makes you bisexual.
It's something like that.
If you're open to both sets of genitals, that kind of denotes bisexuality.
So I got
Samaj, you anywhere near there yet?
Because Kevin Logan's the closest SJW around. I got into an argument with somebody after the August Ames incident, and their argument, the August Ames incident, that porn star who killed herself.
Oh yeah, okay. Yes, yeah.
And I said that it's kind of fucked up that she didn't want to sleep with a dude who does gay for pay, and that she was bullied into killing herself. I said that's kind of fucked up. And this person said that argument was me saying bi men didn't exist.
Huh?
And it was on the open house with Robin Gethig. And I just sat there for like 2 minutes and just thought.
Yeah, that's a dumb point. What I will say about the August Ames thing, I found it remarkable that the shitlords who do nothing but essentially, I mean, it's essentially a kind of bullying is what they and their fans do. All of a sudden were so deeply offended that this person had been bullied into suicide. How do they know that other people who aren't famous and therefore don't make headlines haven't killed themselves because of what they've done? They can't possibly know, so they
I
should
think
shut the
that's a good
fuck up.
point. But I think someone's echoing really badly.
Hey, Schmeckle, you got headphones?
No, of course he doesn't.
I think I don't think anybody wants to be.
Yeah, that didn't fix it. So
Hold on. I don't think anybody wants to be like blamed for bullying someone into suicide. I think every shitlord right wing anybody would be against people being bullied into suicide.
You see, here's the thing about it is, I would say that the majority, I would say like the default position or like the most common position would be no, I don't want to bully someone into killing themselves. But like there have been people that I wouldn't say gloated about it, but seemed remorseless about it in multiple different instances of this kind of shit happening. So I can't say that, you know, any this or any that would not do that. I would say the majority of ethical people would be against it, sure.
Yeah, but do you remember when the Amazing Atheist made that video about the girl who committed suicide? And it was basically like, oh, well, we shouldn't be lionizing this girl.
This is the first I'm hearing of this. What happened?
Yeah, I'll find the link for you. It was a famous story about probably 5 or 6 years ago now, actually.
Is that Amanda Todd?
Amanda Todd, exactly, yeah. And he basically made a video called "Fuck Amanda Todd." After she just
that's not okay. I don't like the Amazing Atheist anyway. So
well, I mean, I think he was also saying that in regards to the fact that apparently on that same year, I think like eight boys around the same age also committed suicide because of bullying, and no one's ever talked about it. That was the point he was trying to make.
Yeah, he tends to.
Well,
take,
yeah, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you make the video all caps "fuck Amanda Todd," how do you think people who feel suicidal might react to that?
Yeah, no, I completely.
I
completely agree with
that. Doesn't make it right.
I think the amazing atheist.
The amazing atheist.
Did you just revert back to your toddler self?
I've had a couple daddy pops over here. I think TJ Kirk has a tendency to try to be like super edge bro.
Yeah, edgy as shit. The fucking leather jacket, the Bible with the fucking hole cut out. The edgy is fucking TJ's thing.
I think he tries to be.
Sign out is peace the fuck out. Like, oh, are you 14?
Yeah, so disgusting and edgy.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the edge boy thing, but I think if he's trying to make the point that there were 9 boys around the same time who killed themselves around the same age, the worst way to do it is fuck this bitch.
Yeah,
well,
this 12-year-old or whatever she was, 14 maybe.
14.
Who offed herself.
I would have to agree, but I also think that in the time of trying to come up with clickbaity titles and all that, that's kind of what goes on. And there are similar things that go on in the men's rights movement as well. I think it was not Warren Ellis.
Warren Farrell.
Well, thank you. No, not Warren Farrell. What's the other guy who says all that? It says the edgiest stuff. Fuck. A Voice for Men. That guy.
Paul Elam.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I can't. I'm forgetting the names.
Oh, do you mean? Hey.
Huh?
You mean the other guy? The fat.
Paul
chap.
Elam. Oh, Esme? Is that?
Dean has.
Oh,
no,
he's weird because he's now gone from being like the MRA, and he still is, I suppose. But he's now some like hardcore fundamentalist Christian dude who just
he's lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, last I heard, he was Muslim. Right.
Well, he can't go into the fucking ethno state either. Then prick.
Yeah, out of the ethno state.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been voted off Ethno Island.
Yeah,
as I've said.
Yeah.
As I've said, if I'm not allowed in the ethno state, then there's no one whiter than me. It's ridiculous.
Look at it.
I'll fight you.
I'm pretty sure there's some albinos that have a different viewpoint on that subject.
As I
you haven't seen.
Yes, but
unfortunately, you haven't seen me topless. You can almost see through me.
It's like Kevin is white though. Like if he's not getting in, the ethno state's not going to function. Like no one's going to be able to roll up. It's going to be Richard Spencer and a bunch of like party snacks that no one's going to eat because no one else is there, and he's just going to get super fat, and it's going to be like the end of Dodgeball. He's like, Fucking Kevin Logan.
I'd love to see Richard Spencer get really fat to blood balloon up. That would be hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie. I would laugh my ass off if that actually
Yeah.
happened. He just sit there fat as shit. He's like, why does everyone hate me? Just eating this fucking like 5th bucket of fried chicken that afternoon.
Now, somebody in the chat had a good question. Yes,
I doubt that's true. I doubt they've had a good question between them ever in their lives.
I promise you. Chaos would like to know: would you rather watch 1, TJ's banana video, or 2, the infamous Liz porn?
TJ.
Ritual suicide.
What was the second option? Sorry.
Liz Reptiles porn.
She's
Whoa! Time out, people. Liz Reptile did porn. What?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed,
Okay.
and yeah.
And now that you're learning about it, you are definitely going to see it, whether you like it or not.
Not here though. We don't have
She's sending it.
Did she put that out, or has that been like doxed about her?
She put it out, and then she didn't want it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
You can't take it back once it's out there. You just can't.
Once
There's
it's on the internet, yeah.
You see, there's no takebacks on the internet. Like, if someone else posts your shit and you didn't want it posted, that's one thing. But if you've promoted it at any point ever, that is free game forever.
It's free game forever. However, it gets out
So,
there.
I mean,
That's
look
just
at
how it works.
I mean, that's how Justice Democrats have been cannibalizing themselves, as they went after shit Cenk posted in '99, which I think is idiotic. I don't like Cenk all that much, but that was a really dumb way to try and take him down, and I think they're gonna screw their movement with it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, this is the problem going forward, actually, to make an actually serious point. Politicians of the future, every single young kid now who will grow up to be a politician will have said or done some dumb shit. And it'll be on the internet, and someone will find it. So, I mean,
never forgets.
how are we going to know what standard to hold anyone to? It's going to be really,
Context.
really difficult. Well, yeah, but the media don't do context. Fucking hell. I mean,
Then dismiss it. If there's no context, then it can be dismissed.
Well, yeah, but okay. Well, here's the problem with that argument, Anon, is it's the media. They they do their business in viewership, not in honesty anymore.
Oh yeah, I know this.
I mean, look how much we've heard about the Trump Russia story, and there's still no proof.
Oh yeah, no, I know this, but that wasn't what he asked. He asked what standard. That's the answer. It doesn't mean people are going to do it, but that is the answer.
That is a solution that will work on an individual basis, not on a broad spectrum basis. What I'm saying is
nothing works on a broad spectrum.
I think the whole social media thing that you brought up, Kevin, might actually lean towards there being viable third parties, because everyone who has big media coverage, like, all of their dumb shit will be under a microscope for the whole world to see. And these smaller groups that aren't being investigated by the big media organizations can actually, talk about their platform. People will be like, oh, okay, cool. And, there isn't a huge dig into their history campaign going on. So I don't know. I think it might actually be the dawn of the third party in America in the next 10, 20 years, of them actually holding federal positions, in theory.
Yeah, well, possibly. I think that's optimistic, but I suppose it's not impossible.
Well, I mean, I think it's the best case scenario for the multimedia generations and the social media generations once we get to holding political offices with the social media generations.
And silence.
We just want to listen to Schmeckel's background.
Yeah, we do. What is that?
I had to get a fucking heater.
Oh, princess, are you okay?
It's fucking freezing here. It's ridiculous. I hate this country. I hate this side of the world. Hey, you know what? You guys should nuke us, because then at least for a moment I'd be warm.
That's true.
They actually sell these really cool things. I think they're USB heated slippers. Should invest in a pair. I have a pair. They're awesome.
Wait a minute. USB heated slippers. Do you just have like just a litany of cords coming out for like your USB heated slippers, your fucking Firewire electric blanket?
Oh no, I've got USB heated slippers and gloves, and it's awesome. To be like on the computer in the winter, it's awesome. Warm hands, warm feet. It's great.
I have central air, so
Sorry, we're not all rich like you. Fuck off.
That's not rich. That's like standard in America.
No, I live in
That's
a place
because it's Satan's asshole.
I live in a place where it's okay for humans to actually like exist. So that's my solution to not freezing to death.
I like the
So
snow.
we're rounding out the last hour here, guys. We can fucking do it.
Well,
I'm just about dead, but we can fucking
End it now. End it now. Just do it.
Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire.
No,
we'll move
one
to my
fan-
channel and we won't give him a link.
No, that one fan will never let it down. He'll always have this looming over his head if he doesn't go this last hour.
he has to
No,
do
no,
it.
Exactly why
We
we
can
can fuck
fucking-
him over.
We can get this last hour done. We can fucking do it.
I don't know, man.
We can do it, but you're gonna need to really, really entertain your viewers in this this last hour.
Dude, I don't care if there's 3 of them. That means I made the 12 hours. I don't give a fuck.
What is the purpose of this exactly?
Someone said I couldn't do it.
As long as you're still actively here, it counts. Like
That's what I said.
You know what I bet you can't do? Take 20 dicks in 3 hours.
Yeah, you're right. I can't.
Now you have to do it.
Shit.
Yeah, you got me. You got me. I can't do that.
Still have to do it.
How do you know unless you've tried?
Because
Give us a good
I
old
know my own
college
limits.
try.
There it is. There it is.
I
You
know
what,
my
Sinatra?
limits.
Kevin believes in you.
Sinatra. Yeah, Sinatra, we believe in you. You can do this. Come on now.
Look, I've been hitting the rum, but I'm not that drunk.
I mean, you're pretty enough. I'm sure you could do it.
Oh,
Oh Christ, you've never actually seen him, have you?
I have.
what a sweet thing to say.
She knows.
What a nice young
Good-looking
lady.
fella.
I said pretty.
Yeah, I'm
As in
beautiful.
you got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, I'm fucking gorgeous. Don't even try to deny that shit.
Jesus fucking. Maybe you're nice looking for a larger man.
You
I'm
just
nice
have
looking.
you just-
And
you're
I
just
was gonna say,
Yankee fat.
Sinatra, are you like the fat dude in Boondock Saints 2? Where it's just like you got a nice ass for a fat guy.
Schmeckle just hates fat.
No, I have. Okay, so if we're gonna
That's
use
not an
Boondock Saints reference, I kind of have the gut of the mafia boss in the first one.
Oh,
I just have a little bit of a gut, not. killing
oh,
anybody
wait a
with
minute,
it.
wait a minute. Are you talking like Papa
Motherfucker,
Joe's
it's
gut or
the
the Russian guy's gut?
The Russian guy. No, the Italian
not-
guy. I'm sorry, the Italian guy.
It's so Papa Joe, yeah.
How many months
Papa Joe,
pregnant are you?
We got a,
I'm like 2 months pregnant.
Yeah, I think
we
I'm
got
like
a super
6.
chat, and I think Sinatra should read it.
Oh, I got a super chat too. I bet you couldn't go 2 weeks without talking about guns. You're right. You know, someone said they would give me $100 if I did this shit, and I'm still waiting for the $100 super chat to pop up.
We got $2 from BTK saying 12 hours is weak sauce. Double or nothing.
24
Go fuck
hours.
yourself. White Sith male said, I bet you couldn't do 24 hours. And I said the same thing. Go fuck yourself.
People have done that though.
Well, if I can
No,
do
those people are ridiculous.
Look, if I can do a 24-hour comic challenge 3 years in a row, I think you can do a 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
Dude, at some point, I'll just be playing Gulf City cartoons. At some point, that's just what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that like your technical difficulties roll? Is you just roll Gulf City cartoons and go have a shit and come back?
Last time, no, I did that earlier. I took like 15 minutes off and went and took a shower and just played Gulf City cartoons.
I still have only seen like one of those. I need to go and watch those.
I see.
You need to go and watch them all and subscribe to Gulf City cartoons and Fright Supremacy and AP the Frog.
Indeed. I
And
second all
other
that.
ones.
I also want to.
Yeah.
I just want to say, American Phoenix. Sorry, I haven't responded back to you. I've been kind of busy today, so I will miss you.
Cynic says Sinatra's 4'5" and 266 pounds.
I am 5'10" or 11 and 240.
Stop listening
Oh
at 5
Christ,
foot.
you're shorter than I am and that fat.
Yeah, but the difference is I can also bench press my weight and then some. So I'm not just fat. I'm thick.
I'm not just fat. There's other
He's-
things too.
Guys, he's not fat.
I'm not fat. I'm husky.
He's flabulous.
He's fluffy.
He does
Gross.
look like the type of guy that would give nice, warm, comforting hugs.
Dude, I am the best cuddler.
Great.
you will
Hey
ever
man,
find.
big guys are the best for cuddling.
BTK, another $2. Just one word. Double.
Double. Giving Schmeckel money isn't going to help motivate him to do a 24-hour stream.
No, you got to give me
I
money.
appreciate the money, but Ed's probably accurate there.
Yeah, say not wrong.
Oh, another $2.
He's going to finish. That's going to be a whole $6.
It's gonna be $6 for him to say
Jesus.
double or nothing.
This guy's rich.
That was what was actually really interesting with the Warski stream. There were thousands coming in
God,
Super chat.
And they were so
Ah,
racist.
Nostradamus up in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, the first one I noticed was I've got screenshots of many of them. Was $100 from a guy saying it's okay to be a Nazi.
Did you catch the guy's name too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like SS something or other.
No. That dude's name was just National Socialist.
But it's okay to be a Nazi was a reference to the out of context Medicare clip of Andy Worski saying it's okay to be a Nazi.
Yeah. Did Medicare's video drop tonight? I don't know if it did. I don't think it did.
I haven't seen it yet.
Dude, it's been a week.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
said
still
tomorrow
fucking
2
with
days
us.
ago.
Dude, he's probably
said
done it.
tomorrow,
He's just
a
not
week
gonna
ago.
tell us. He's just not gonna tell us that it's actually done. And he's just like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm fucking sick of this
Well,
shit.
they
He's just
started
not going to release it.
they started flagging his videos, and I don't know if he is able to upload anything.
Dude,
No, I'm pretty sure we would have. heard if he put it
His
up.
channel's up and running. He
Oh, his channel's still there. I know that he was having trouble, so I don't know if that's still a factor. I haven't been keeping track, so
he can post.
I don't know. I hope he does. We see more clips of him and getting that Andy race war.
Race war ski.
Well, his problem is this shit never fucking ends. There's always something new to put in the video.
that's
know,
what he said. That's what he said last
Yeah,
time.
he
I
was
talked
like,
to
if
him.
Base Mama would shut the fuck up for 5 minutes. After all this silence, she finally speaks, and then he's like, "Shut the fuck up."
I started drawing a picture of Andy, with an AK at knocking down the doors at Hasbro, and I'm like, I'm too tired to finish this. And I never got back to it. Maybe I should.
You should. I think this needs to be a thing.
So is the
Samaj, I saw you started-
is
Go ahead,
Kilroy still happening? Is that actually still a thing?
Technically, yes, I think.
I mean,
but no.
it's
I don't
still
understand
an
how.
event that's likely to occur, but I mean, it's getting to the point where like, is anyone that isn't
Really?
part of the Mama tribe gonna be there?
Yeah,
Exactly,
last check, Sinatra. What were they at? 11 speakers.
I'm not sure. It was some like just small number of speakers with a really small audience.
She's
Go to
gonna have
the
to give-
website and have a look.
I think their biggest draw
Yeah,
in
what
speakers.
was the website? KilroyEvent.com.
Yeah, I think the biggest draw in speakers was Repsion, and I get more views per video than Repsion does.
Is Repsion still in though?
Yeah, he signed the contract. He's in.
I don't know. Is his mom going to allow him out that late? Or
I wonder if he's gonna walk around with one of those
Okay, so
recording folders with pictures of his feet and just try to sell them to people on the street.
let's see. Roaming is listed as an honored guest.
Dude, they paid.
That thing's out
They
of date.
fucking no.
This
They
has gotta
paid
be out of
fucking
date.
Christina Hoff Summers to just go there,
Yeah.
not even be a guest, to go there or
This
a
is
speaker.
Just to be there.
this has got to be out of date. It has to be.
All right, so Christina Hoff Summers, Peter Bogosian, no idea who the fuck that is. Roaming, start row, no. Oh, he's the magic card guy, right?
But Bunty
yeah,
already
yeah,
said.
he's the magic card guy.
Isn't Bunty already out?
I thought Bunty backed out.
But he's still on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just say, I'm guessing some of these people may have backed out, and just this hasn't been updated.
Count Dankula's going to fucking
Rucka,
prison.
apparently,
Dankula's
Rucka.
not sure he won't be in jail by then.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say he's not going to be a free man, is he? He can march or whatever.
I was say, I'd be surprised if Rucka ends up showing up. I'd be surprised.
We got. How do you even say that name?
Is that
Joachim
Joaquin?
Machado.
Or is
There
that
we go.
Joachim, or is that just Joaquin spelled like a strange person?
Either way, nobody's heard of him.
I don't
Monday
know
now,
the
we all know
majority
he's
of these.
still going to be going.
But yeah, he's king of the ball pit now.
He doesn't even deserve a fucking description.
Yeah, he's done nothing
Michael
of
Johnson,
any note whatsoever.
Who is a human? Is human. Like that's what it should say there. Is human.
And then, he just looks
In
like
quotes,
a basic
is
guy.
human.
He's just your everyday guy.
He just
doesn't
looks
look
like
very
stereotypical like middle management person from like a
They're just
like a sexual
inviting people
harassment
off the
video.
Street in now.
Wizard
we
of
got
Course.
fucking Wiz,
That's one either.
we got Rubber Dorky, who I think I've seen around. Rucka Ali, Skeptor. Yeah, like some of these are all right names, but I think a lot of them have decided they're not going.
I like
Yeah.
that the Wizard of Cos doesn't even have a description. Like he's just nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at Wizard of Cause, which is funny because of half the people here, he's probably the one who's actually done the most politically. Like he used to write for Occupy and shit like that.
Depending on who these no names are, I don't know who these are.
Yeah, a lot of these people are. Like, maybe we're just fucking stupid and we've never heard of them, but Zarathustra's serpent.
I'm gonna look up that tag right now.
Just click the link. There's a Twitter link.
Yeah, but I don't have that pulled up. I'm just looking at his screen share.
And then Skeptor's alright.
I was gonna say, it doesn't even have as many followers as me, and I haven't made a video in like 3 months. So grade A guest, grade A.
It really seems like they got to the point where it's just like, all right, fuck it, we'll take who we can get.
It's like we will literally take anyone who willingly shows up.
You know what? I am going to send Based Mama a tweet right now, asking if I can be a guest at Kill.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should do a constream panel.
Paid guest, of
Oh
course.
my god.
No.
Like literally, there's just me, Schmeckel, and like a picture of Samaj's mask just sitting in front of a microphone, and a non's mask sitting next to a microphone. And then it's kind of like, this is a question for Little Miss Anonymous, and then one of us picks up the mask and does a woman voice.
Oh, give me your best impression.
Hey there, YouTube. This is Little Miss Anonymous. See you soon.
There you go.
Prince of
There it is.
Queens.
Perfect. 10 out of 10.
I know it's a private message. We're getting to see behind the curtain. Hang on, the last time you messaged her was in the 24th of November.
And you
They're
gotta
not
hang out like
friends.
that's the last time. Yeah, gotta hang
Let's
out.
say I don't know if I've ever messaged Based Mama.
Many fans.
I have, well, not private message, but I've poked her with a stick.
It'll be cool shit, yo.
Fun stuff. Do I get an
I
invite?
speak some
No.
laid back lingo so she'd know I'm legit. I didn't want
Yeah, no,
Come
keep
across
F5ing until she's
to
unfollowed
fire
you.
an infiltrator, right?
You're gonna be unfollowed in like 5 minutes.
I like
You're
the
gonna
fact
be
that you put-
blocked in like 10. So we have
I like
another
the fact
super
that you
chat.
Sorry, I just want to say I like the fact that you put yo, but you punctuated it correctly with a comma as well.
Right?
That's
Right,
quality.
that was artistic.
Classy
I love
as
it.
fuck.
That was amazing. It was super classy. What's the word? Ebonics.
It was like-
There you go. Classy Ebonics.
it was ghetto as fuck, but it was also grammatically correct. Well done.
I was gonna say it's not often you see the Oxford comma used with Ebonics, but it's a beautiful thing. Anyway, super chat, American Phoenix. If you do a constream panel, can I just walk up and throw money at you like strippers? I like this idea. Yes, you may.
Definitely.
Yes, you may.
Isn't that what's happening now?
I'll screen cap that and send it to Base Mama. She'll know we're for real. See, we're gonna make some money.
That
Yeah,
was
so we're gonna-
Considering the conversation that was going on earlier, if you're going to have a Cunstream live panel, you could do blowjob technique, but actually practical demonstration.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
we'll get volunteers from the crowd.
And I
We're
bet
not
we'll
getting
get a
volunteers
bigger
from the
crowd than
Let's not do
Repsion
that.
does.
See, you're finally going to be worth something to us.
So I
Never.
forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, hey. Andy stopped by to say, hey, I don't know. He probably missed you, Kevin. That's what it is.
Yeah. Hello, Andy.
You guys are besties now, right?
Well, I wouldn't quite go that far, but we talked. Yeah, he's cool.
I mean, you can have more than one best friend. You can have like a few.
Well, Andy
What
Worski,
the fuck?
from the article we read earlier, Andy Worski is the new darling of the alt-right. So I don't know if Kevin might not want to associate with that.
It's like, oh, it's Randy then.
Considering his best friend is like an Asian guy, I don't think that's
Yeah,
necessarily going to work for
I think
him.
you've hurt his feelings.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he's not going to be on the Ethno State Board of Directors with his best friend and co-host being Asian.
Yeah, you definitely hurt Andy's feelings. That you're not besties.
Wow! You hurt Andy's feelings.
Well, don't take it personally. I hate.
You're on his fucking list now, Kev.
I hate all human beings, so it's not a problem with just Andy.
Oh,
Guys,
so
potato
so
supremacy.
edgy. You're
Potato
so edgy.
supremacy.
Well, I prefer cats than humans, to be honest. So
Me
fuck
too.
you.
Well, okay, cats are like the most asshole domestic species in the world. I could get behind preferring dogs to humans, but
Cats
cats
are not domesticated. They're just assholes.
You've never.
Dogs are pathetic. Dogs are like, oh, love me. Oh, I want to do that. Fuck up out my face, you fucking drill.
Everybody needs love.
Hey, I
Kevin.
like dogs too. Come on now. I like to have
No, I
both.
like dogs, but I couldn't live with a dog. Like my dad's got a dog, and she's fucking awesome. But I couldn't live with a dog because it's just there. It wants attention all the
You
fucking
think dogs are
time.
too needy?
My dog's a glorified
Whereas a-
cat.
A cat will just come and go and be like, well, we can chill for a bit, but if you come too close, I'm gonna fucking bite you. Okay.
You see,
I
my
understand.
experience with
Look,
cats has always been
I-
there. It's kind of like, you may love me for about 30 seconds. I'm gonna fuck your shit up if you go for 31.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man,
exactly.
I've known
They
some
know what they want.
ridiculously friendly cats. Like cats that like belly rubs.
The fucking
Those are-
Logan, you are a nigger. Fact.
I
I Am Cancer is our new resident troll. He's a lot of fun. He's going to be pushing Godbother out of a job.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Godfather is gonna be back in the unemployment lines. Not that we were paying him, but he will be out of a job.
You're gonna need
Talking
to
of
step your
cancer,
game up.
I got several messages after the stream and I don't know if there was a concerted effort or whatever, but they were all saying, "Oh, you are literally cancer."
Harassment.
Oh, okay.
They're
Yeah, I was
super
just like, okay, fine, whatever.
super creative in their insults.
Oh yeah.
They got like all
That's the
5
thing.
of their brain cells together and came up with it. Yeah. It's just fucking
When they call people a cock, do they genuinely sit there and think to themselves, "That's awesome! I just did a really cool thing." Like,
Yeah,
you
I think they
sad
do.
bastards. That's
I
so.
think-
It's A, it doesn't really work, and B, it's so played out. You fucking dicks.
It's kind of a joke now.
Oh, Andy says that he was attacked by a lot of people as well.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
I dare
He was.
say.
You
Yeah.
can see it all over. Twitter.
No surprise.
No, I know I've seen a lot of the bitching about him giving Spencer a platform and all that.
Once he started adding millennial woes, the shit blew up on Twitter.
Yeah, millennial woes are fucking. cool.
When Andy added millennial woes, I was like, "Who's the homeless dude?"
He does look homeless.
It's because you let them speak too much. How fucking dare you, Andy? How dare you?
Andy says in all caps, "I did not add him. It was JF."
You need to pick a better co-host, dude.
Yeah, JF's a fucking dick, man.
Maybe you need someone who's experienced being a co-host. Anon, you want to do it?
Don't care about your moral fagging, you fucking piece of shit.
What are you going to do now that you?
Oh my god, that in that accent is
space?
so wrong.
Well, I wanted to say when Spencer was saying that Sargon was being autistic, I wanted to get a little jibe in at JF and just say, "Look, come on, don't say autistic. JF's going to get a fucking boner." You know,
Oh no!
Why didn't you?
Wow.
because I
It's
couldn't get a
like
word in edgeways.
missed
Damn it.
opportunity. Missed
He
opportunity.
did it. He did it. Yo, gotta go, everyone. Bye. Bye, Andy.
Bye.
Opportunistic moment to leave.
He just like
You're
no.
insulting my co-host. I'm out.
I gotta be honest, I don't mind JF on race realism streams because he seems to belong there, but I just don't know what the long haul is. Like, are we ever not going to talk about this, or are we going to talk about other things?
Yeah, what's the rest of his value?
Yeah,
He obviously we know he's good at what he does, but is he good at other things?
One trick pony.
Blowjobs.
Possibly.
Yeah, say possibly, or taking 20 dicks in 3 hours. You know,
We're still waiting on that.
yeah. Sinatra's working on it right now. That's why.
Is he?
That's why he's so quiet. He's on Backpage going through male hookers.
No, I'm just starting to lose it, man. I'm in the last 40-minute pull.
Yeah, you're almost there, man. You're almost there. I'm
Well,
proud
I
of you.
mean, you know what I'm gonna do, Sinatra, because I didn't commit to shit. I'm just gonna leave now and only have streamed for an hour and 50 minutes. So
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Later,
bye.
Samaj, Andy said he only had a couple minutes.
Oh,
he
okay.
won't be popping in.
Oh, okay.
It's all because Kevin doesn't love him as much as much
yeah,
as he
I
does.
think it's Kevin broke his heart.
He
a
did.
lot of feelings were hurt today.
We all witnessed
I
it.
bring all the big YouTubers to the yard. That's all I can say. You know,
You
They all
kind of
flocked,
do.
man.
You kind of do. That's kind of true.
Anyway, I gotta take a piss. Ed's in charge.
I mean, I guess that's one way to get like
That's the-
called out on Chris Raygun's video. Like Chris Raygun did a video. Who hasn't done a video about Kevin Logan at this point?
Yeah, the two previous streams I've been on with Andy, one was fucking rushed by Blair White, who wanted to have a fucking trans debate,
That's true. I remember
and
that.
then
Okay.
and then I
real
went on,
quick.
and then Sargon came on just specifically to talk to me and say unblock me on Facebook.
that was
So
pretty
real
funny.
quick, would anybody?
Did you ended up unblocking him though, right?
Oh yeah. We
Would
were
anybody
talking
pay attention?
during the
Go ahead.
stream where me and Sargon were actually talking on Facebook.
Oh, that's very nice. Very sweet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Would anybody pay attention to Blair White if Blair White wasn't talking about trans stuff?
No.
Probably not.
She's
Yeah, I don't think so
she's
either.
like traditionally good looking, and she's got like that valley thing going on. I think she'd get attention, but I don't think she'd be like as big necessarily.
She wouldn't have however many hundreds of thousands of subs.
Yeah, exactly. Like she's
There is
her
the,
reach goes far beyond her talent, if that makes sense.
It does, and it's kind of in the anti-SJW circle. That's just natural. If you're a woman or a trans person or whatever, you get that extra bump, like just because.
That's
Oh, good.
How do I get in on that?
Oh,
Are you trans then?
are you
No,
trans?
Oh, okay.
no, but I'm
I
a woman.
think-
You said
But you were
you
talking
said
about
you
that
have to
earlier.
be a
I thought-
woman.
Okay. Well, I think maybe the wells dried up. Maybe you came in too late. That's a nice way to say that. Also, your content is shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's when people say, "Oh, Kev, your videos are shit."
Now I wear
Yeah,
shirts
I'm
and
not
when I
trying.
post videos, that's
I'm
why
not trying to
remember-
fucking make them look good. I don't give a fuck.
When
I'm
I
just
had
I'm
like
talking.
when I had like 2,000 subs, I kept trying to get Little Miss Anon's attention, and she ignored me.
You did what?
You
I
should
don't
have gone
remember
to a
this.
house and
She's a
You
bitch.
don't remember this.
No,
I remember this.
I don't remember this at all. Where was this happening?
You came to me, you said, "Hey, do you know a guy called Sinatra Says?" I said no, and you were like, "Ha, ignore."
What?
You don't remember this conversation. It was about
No, I think
a year
you
and a
were.
half ago.
I think you were drunk.
Obviously, I was drunk. Nobody's arguing that.
How the
I
table
don't remember this.
turned.
Where were you trying to get my attention?
On Twitter.
Yeah, it would have been Twitter. Our conversation about it, at least.
Oh, I need to find this Because I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, it's probably about a year and a half back.
Yeah, that was about when I was trying to get your attention.
Why?
I followed you and I tweeted. I wanted to do a collab. You had more subs than me.
Did I? I like what? 200?
Yeah, it's a year ago. I had like 500 subs.
And you were sitting at like 2,000 and on.
I don't have 2,000 now.
Oh, maybe 1,000.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was 8,000.
8,000.
King Carl says, "Cunt stream, fuck you."
Fuck you, King Carl. There's only room for one fucking king, and that's King Cunt.
King Carl's the champion. We
I'm
have
gonna
to
go looking
acknowledge
for
that.
this now.
Find it, Anon.
I'm going to.
You'll find all the terrible things I said about Sinatra that made him not able to use youth growth.
Yeah,
All I'm
Schmeckle really
finding is
inhibited
that
my growth.
I love that I searched our ads at the same time, and what I find is that wonderful GIF I sent you.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm gonna retweet it just to put it back.
Trim
in the
Silverwood with the $10. Streamlab Mofos make Sinatra says, Sinatra sings. You keep it up. We'll see how the night goes. I'm getting pretty drunk.
How many of the cocks have you gotten through yet? Are we on to like 3 or 4 yet?
Cuck? What do you mean?
Oh, somebody in the chat, Revenus, says Medicare's video Sunday 10 p.m. CST.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit.
I think that's
What
11
video?
a.m. my time. And Sunday, I believe, is tomorrow.
He needs to
What-
just stop
what-
setting times and just do it when it's
What
time.
video are we talking about?
Medicare's Tales of the Trout series.
Oh, okay.
It's
Medicare's
the
video
videos on
and kill
the doxing server, the Kilroy, all of that
Oh
shit.
wow, fucking hell, that is some old shit now.
It's a
It's
couple
old.
weeks
It's
old.
like it's not even old. Kevin Logan,
It
Oh,
is
the
looking-
fucking emotional connection episode.
Kevin,
I am.
you
Wait.
dislike the skeptic community so much. You should watch these videos and revel in these people burn the fuck down.
Yeah.
I already have. I've wanked myself dry on this already. It's old. It's done.
You should see a doctor because that's supposed to regenerate after time.
You're not supposed to go dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Pretty
not
much it.
seeing what you're talking about.
You're not finding it? Maybe
You're not-
No.
Boot missing on out.
Anon. It would have been in our DMs, not tweets.
You said he was trying to get my attention on Twitter. That would have been.
Oh yeah, no, him
Yeah.
trying to get your attention.
That's what I'm looking for, and I am not seeing it. The earliest tweet I can find we were even in together was January 31st, 2017.
Go fuck yourself, Anon.
Why? I mean, I could, but why?
Because fuck you. That's why.
Yeah, you
My
know what?
DMs
now
have
you're
been
trying to cover it up.
open.
Listen,
I want internet blood sports.
Tweets.
My DMs have been open since I started Twitter. That's why, like, anybody that wants my attention, my DMs are open.
Oh, then check your DMs. Maybe he DM'd you.
I could see the first one he sent me. Let's see.
We're in the last half hour.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to. I think you're fucking lying.
Come on, Anon. It's me and Sinatra.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're lying.
Schmeckle's probably lying, but I kept trying to get your attention. I'd follow you and refollow you just so the notification would pop up.
Oh, you annoyed me, so I ignored you. That's probably what happened.
All right, bitch. I'll remember that shit. I fucking remember that.
That is the most
Fucking
passive
awful.
aggressive annoying shit ever. My DMs are open. If you wanted me to follow you, you could have messaged me. You could have unfollow and follow me. I could have thought Twitter was having a spaz attack.
It sounds like you're making.
It does that.
Yeah, and
I'm
don't
gonna go
worry,
look. I'm gonna go look and see what the first DM you ever sent me was. Trying to get my attention, my
It's a
ass.
hangout link. It's
I wonder if I just told you. I wonder if my first DM was just calling you a name or telling you to go fuck yourself.
Sinatra
I'm
doesn't,
curious now too.
Sinatra doesn't even DM me anymore. He just gives me like hangout links.
Well,
Yeah,
I know one of the last
I get
ones you
Straight
demanded
to the
my
point.
you demanded my body docs.
Oh,
even though
one
I
second. $5.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah.
$5 from American Phoenix. It's at times like this while I find myself in quiet contemplation of my life and choices that I realize, like, yo, my ex was a whore. Poet.
Oh, shit.
You forget.
The man is a poet.
Yeah, that was yeah.
You take issue with
Dude, King Carl says this chat owns the Cunstream chat. Fuck yes, you guys do. My chat is amazing.
Wait.
Your chat is as terrible as our chat. I hate poet chats equally.
I'd go with fucking liar. Because the first DMs we ever sent to each other, I sent you a DM.
What'd it say?
Stalker.
So it's about Chambers.
Fucking
doing
Chambers.
damage control on my DMs.
You're forgetting. Sinatra had his account deleted. It used to be Sinatra says with no underscore.
Then everything's gone.
Oh fuck! You can't search. Then there's no point.
I might be able to search the ad.
Put a 1 in the chat if my chat's better than the Cunstream chat.
Hell of an echo.
No, Sinatra.
Sorry, Kevin. God.
I was going to say, is this streaming on your channel as well or something?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a streamception right now. I was
I'm with you.
dared to do a 12-hour
your chat
stream.
can't be superior because if they're watching a Sinatra Says live stream, they're clearly fucking morons.
That's true.
You're gonna piss off at least 81 people. No, my chat's amazing. My streams aren't too bad. I try to keep a quality content going.
Your streams are all right when you don't let Bear on.
We had Bearing on earlier. Did you have Bearing on earlier?
I did not.
King Carl and Kekistani Umbreon are going off right now. Just so many ones. So many fucking ones right now.
There's ones in the Cunstream chat.
The Cunstream chat knows my chat's superior. I got hoes. You guys got Samaj.
Are among some of the worst people that I've ever met on the internet. But
don't worry. After my stream ends, I'm going to send them right over to you to dislike everything.
A lot of your ones are coming from the two same people.
I have King Carl, Kekistani Umbreon, Doku HLSD, and a few others.
Mostly just King Carl and Kekistani Umbreon.
Dude, you don't want to get shitty with King Carl, right?
Your entire
King
chat
Carl,
can suck
fuck
my
your
dick.
ass up.
Your entire
Schmeckle,
chat.
check your DMs.
Dude, can I send the link to King Carl, Schmeckle?
You can always send the link to King Carl.
Who the fuck's
Real quick,
that?
20 Norwegian
weird.
krone from Blackout Worm. Hey, what's your opinion of Disney Fox merger? That sounds like it's getting close to
That's a
little
really
bit of a
boring
monopoly.
question.
It
Fuck
is.
you.
Yeah, how dare you ask me that? Thank you for the 20 fake money though.
You're going to ruin Deadpool.
No, they won't.
That is not proven on.
It is.
Clearly, Twitter deleted all of his tweets.
Yeah, his tweets, but it would still have my at.
You must never have answered him.
He lies. He's making shit up.
I don't know.
I pay attention to Twitter. I answer like 90% of my comments. It's fucking bullshit.
King Carl, what's your Twitter at? I'm gonna send you the hangout link and you can come in here fuck Ed up like the little bitch he is.
I didn't say shit about King Carl. I don't know who he is.
Hey, Ed's not a little bitch. Ed's a medium-sized bitch.
Stop trying to rope me into internet blood sports.
Aren't
Also,
you a male dog?
yeah, I got invited to a Sugar Tits thing at some point, so I'm probably gonna bail when that happens because you guys suck.
Yeah, we're wrapping up in like, it's already 1. Anytime now.
Okay.
We hit the 2-hour
So
mark.
why don't I get an invite to fucking Sugar Tit? What's
I'll ask her probably.
Really? God damn.
I will ask her. I'll ask her for you. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm good enough. I'm good enough to fucking force my way onto the #1 streaming fucking thing in the world.
That's
I
right.
can't even go to fucking Sugar Tits.
That's right. You.
What are you drawing, Samaj?
Oh, that a little preview of the thumbnail because good fortune the conversation was about blowjobs.
Oh yeah.
My chat's still giving us ones, by the way.
Yeah, it's not going to stop anytime
No,
soon.
this is it. They were done. My chat's done. It's gonna be ones for the next fucking 26 minutes.
I'll put a bunch of people in the background because the conversation was mostly about blowjobs. early
It's
on.
true.
Anyway, at this point, we're gonna start wrapping up. Samaj, too. Actually, I think this is everyone that was here except Wrath. That's nice and easy.
You guys can't
there was
drag it
Wrath.
out for 20 more minutes.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, we'll go 20 more.
You're keeping
minutes.
me going right now. You're keeping
Well,
me
we'll
going.
go 20 more minutes so that Sinatra can finish his 12 hours.
What's keeping you going is all your fucking lying bullshit.
My line bullshit.
You're lying bullshit.
Lying on.
You're lying bullshit.
Tell you
You're
what,
about to get internet blood sported, ho.
tell you what,
Bring it on.
we'll make you a deal. We'll keep going on for 20 more minutes, but after you end your stream, every single one of the people viewing your stream has to come to the Kun stream and hit that like button. No, fuck you, like button.
I demand,
I'll tell
I
them to
demand
like it
evidence.
if you ever answer me back about that commission, Samaj.
I am getting back in the drawing, so I will. We will be in touch, I'm sure.
Good boy.
Oh, that's so cringy. Don't say that to me. Don't ever say that to me.
You're a good little lad,
Come on, Samaj. You know you want some belly pats.
You're a good little lad.
This is so awkward to say that. Well, the
Kevin
thumbnail's
Logan's
still
a good
going.
little lad.
Yeah. My girlfriend's giving me a back rub right now. I'm looking at it and I'm just like, oh yeah. It's a sexy drawing.
What the? Oh shit! I didn't even see that drawing. I had another page.
Samaj, can you do me a favor?
Ahoy, hoy.
Can you give it red hair and brownish skin?
I could. I don't know why.
What's your reasoning here?
Yeah, I want to know why. Okay, we get the ones. We know my chat's superior. Chat, calm down.
Your chat is by no means superior.
All right, everyone, go to the Kun stream and dislike that shit.
Why'd you make her look genuinely
Just
frightened
like
of the
this.
banana?
Yeah, why?
She's
why is she
learning.
terrified?
She's learning. Because the conversation was all about learning how to do blowjobs and stuff like that.
Okay.
Please put Sinatra in the background with a fucking notepad.
No, but you have to put
Yes.
Miss Anon back there with a fucking like a teacher hat on and a ruler
Yeah, that's fine.
with a fucking green board behind her. Like,
Sure.
listen up, hoes. This is hoe class.
Let me teach you how to give a good blowjob.
This is whole class. I like that.
We can use that through
Hostry 101.
You know,
And in case anyone from YouTube is watching right now, this is just how to eat a banana. Okay,
And you know what?
You can
Sometimes
choke.
people don't know. It's a terrifying first experience. I mean, you think it's a yellow fucking fruit. You open it up, it's all white on the inside. It can be confusing. Right.
you don't have to be a hoe to give a good blowjob. Public
All right,
service announcement
I've
of the
given
day.
King Carl the link. We're ready for some internet blood sports.
Yeah, we should definitely screen share somebody. We just leave, just leave Samaj screen sharing.
Yeah,
for
we're
the-
already screen sharing somebody,
Yeah.
and it's
Leave-
Samaj, so I
leave it-
trust him.
Yes.
The worst he'll do is draw some dicks.
And that's art. They can't take us down for that.
Yeah, it's educational. We're telling you what to eat, how to eat
Oh
healthy.
my god. Chaos in the chat goes TJ's banana in Liz's
Oh,
mouth.
King Carl's here. King Carl's here.
The fuck? What the fuck?
The blood sports. I want
I
blood
hope there's
sports.
no Jews in here. I smell the scenic curse. Ugh. I want to come under that chick's mask with the mohawk. Let me put color on it.
Carl, Ed was talking
Seriously.
shit.
Continue.
What?
Get him.
I wasn't talking shit. I don't know what to say. Fuck you. You're an asshole.
Who?
You.
Fuck you. Who's talking to me right now?
You got me.
Who's who?
Hashtag blood sports.
Blood for the blood god.
What is going on? What is this place?
Do you see that
Kinda
dog? You see that dog here? See that dog icon right there? That dog gotta get taken care of. Take him out back, old Yeller style, please.
Why does that dog have a pipe in its mouth?
He's gone mad.
Why
He's gone
I
mad.
will
It's a
stick
crazy
my
dog.
dick in your pipe, and you can smoke my cum. Smoke my cum, dog.
All right.
I hope you're a soft dog, because when I take a shit, I'm going to use you to wipe my ass.
Man, we've gone to like 14-year-old boy levels of entertainment.
This
King
Who
Carl,
is
you
this?
got like
Cut!
You talk when you are spoken to. I usually don't talk to women. I usually don't talk to women unless I phone them.
You are pure cringe, man.
How the fuck is this guy the Kumite champion?
Yeah, I didn't know I could cringe harder.
How is he the Kumite champion? He's screaming at the top of his lungs. How is he the Kumite champion?
Chat right now is hail Carl.
You count your blessings, you dirty, limey, tea-sipping fucking junkie, because you are the reason, I am the reason you are not speaking German right now.
Was there anything unique in that sentence at all?
$5 from American Phoenix. Sinatra really believes the chat is superior to the cunt streams. Your ignorance disappoints me.
All right, I need super chats to prove his super chats wrong.
I'm just waiting for the sandwich jokes. I mean, we're raking out originality here, so.
I'm tired of talking about sandwiches. I've been hearing too much about roast beef sandwiches. Too much.
Oh, God. Sugar Tits isn't doing her thing until 30 minutes.
The Mohawk? She's got a claw attached to her hand in the picture. I will put your claw on my dick. I want your claw on my dick.
It's about as big around as my finger, so yeah, it would probably fit. Be a little tight.
I want the whole claw all the way to the elbow.
You can fight my fiance to the death. I'm pretty sure he'll kill you.
Your dick has an elbow?
Your dick has an elbow.
That's not normal, dude. That's not normal.
You got problems. Is it bendy in the middle? Why?
How'd the bone get in there? How'd the bone get in there?
You could literally
because it's having a broken dick.
He said it's used for rape.
It's used for rape.
Yes.
Wait, you use a broken dick for rape?
Yes. You will get over it. You will learn to love it.
$10 from Andy M. Sanatura chat is the best. SANATAR.
It doesn't count. He misspelled your name.
You gotta send me $20 with the correct spelling, Andy.
If your cock had an elbow, you could literally fuck someone sideways.
That's true.
You could fuck yourself too.
No.
Depends on how the elbow bends. Which direction?
Which direction does your elbow bend, Ed? What the fuck are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, if your penis is like an arm, is it facing up or
my
down?
chat's going off. $5 from Drexkin. Those who think the cunt stream is better than Sinatra disappoints me even more than that other guy.
The Sinatra stream is the number 2 stream behind the Kumite. Everybody, if you're not subbed to the Kumite, sub to Talkasol right now.
Right now.
Right now.
I can guarantee you there's not a single person here who is not subscribed to the Kumite.
How many people are still watching you live right now, Schmeckle?
108.
Holy fuck. I think most of my chat went over to you. What's your like to dislike ratio?
Hang on. I can find out.
Yeah, someone else will need to check that. That sounds like work.
I'm doing the co-host thing. Hang on.
All right. If their like to dislike ratio is good, it's up to all
61 likes to 17 dislikes now.
All right, you guys got to fix that shit.
There's 63 likes now. Oh, wait.
$20 from Andy M. Fine, Sinatra. Take the money, you stripper. My chat wins. Thank you, Andy, for fucking giving us a W over here.
God damn it.
The fact that we got King Carl waiting in the way.
We need you in our chat. The cunt stream wants you.
The cunt stream wants the one with the most money.
We always want the one with the most money.
That's a good policy.
All right, you guys can wrap it up whenever.
Oh, you're done?
I just want to hit rape.
I think that means we're done.
All right, excellent. Not your hit fucking 12 hours. We're fucking.
I want to eat your rape.
I got 15 minutes to 12 hours when I'm gonna sit and.
Oh God,
bullshit
you're about as funny as fucking AIDS, man. Jesus.
I eat rape for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That just means you eat a lot of jizz.
Doesn't that just mean you get fucked in the mouth a bunch?
Yes.
All right, so we got Edinburgh. We got fucking Kevin Logan. We got Prince Carl. We got Little Miss Anonymous. Samaj said. Sinatra says. And I'm the other guy.